Ladies Who Lunch song. Hello, welcome to Ladies Who Lunch and Craft. I'm here with Day Trip Vintage. You call it co at the end of your.
Yeah, I say company, but
Okay.
I had to add the co because somebody else had Day Trip Vintage on
Okay.
Etsy
Yeah,
when
so
I
you have
started my
someone.
shop, but I don't even think they're around anymore. So sometimes I think, oh, I should change it.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you get a following from your name too,
Yeah.
so that's kind of hard. And then they're like, who are you? So I want to welcome anybody who's entering in from for the replay viewers. I see we have two people joining us right now. And do you want to say what you're sipping on today?
Well, I just finished my second cup of coffee, and I thought I would be a good girl and drink water. So
Oh,
I may switch to something else later, but
you're so good. So I'm sipping on. This has been my recent favorite. I'm not sponsored, but I will take a sponsor because I'm like, I love these things.
yeah,
It's
some
Waterloo.
sponsors.
Yeah, right. It's by Waterloo, and it's the
Oh.
blackberry lemonade. It's no sugar. It's sparkling water. So, do you like
Mm.
sparkling water?
Is sparkling water, is that like, I don't like tonic water, but that's
No,
different, right?
yeah, this is different. It's just like a I don't. There's really hardly any flavor to it, but it's just fizzy water. So it's just
Fizzy,
water
yes.
that's been fizzed. But this one has a little bit of hint of blackberry lemonade, and I am like loving this right now because
Ooh,
I don't do
what is
soda
it called
because
again? What's the name of it?
it's by Waterloo and it's
Oh,
their blackberry lemonade. They have a strawberry one. I think it might be strawberry peach. I haven't tried that one yet, but it's on my list to try.
mm,
So I judged mine up and put it in a fancy vintage glass because
of course.
I never pull them out, and
I
I'm
do that.
so I decided after I was just talking to Julie before we started about how like I've had two houses go through catastrophic things, and I never pull out and use all of my vintage like or my china and all that. So I
Mhm.
have no normal everyday dishes. Everything I have is china and I use silverware, or my grandmother's gold plate. So because I inherited this because it sat in an armoire, like she had it and it sat, and the only time she brought it out was like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter, the holidays. And the same way with China. And I have like nobody wanted like my mother's China, my grandmother's China. So I have all of their China, plus I have my own China, plus I have like thrifted China patterns that I like. And so I decided I'm like I'm queen. Like I
Use
want
it. You deserve pretty stuff, right? Like,
yeah,
use your vintage. Yeah.
yeah. I throw mine in the dishwasher because I'm like, so what? If it goes bad, if it goes bad, it goes bad. I've got other ones, or I could always thrift some more. So I always look at it that way. Nobody in my family wanted it. They don't care if what
Mhm.
happens to the china, and I don't know anybody else who would want it. So
No.
yeah, so I pull it out and use it, and I encourage everybody. So Tuesdays is kind of about or this ladies who lunch. I don't know if we'll keep it on Tuesday. I thought Tuesday's a good day. So for me anyway, but I wanted to do ladies who lunch because I thought we could have one day where we kind of like pamper ourselves and chat with our friends and have something like do something fancy for ourselves. Like a lot of us either work from home or are retired. So you're
Mhm.
in your craft room, you're usually in pajamas or sweats and a t-shirt. And I just thought one day a week we can pamper ourselves, make a little fancy little drink in a fancy little glass or a cup of tea and actually one of your actual teacups. Go to the thrift store, buy yourself a cheap, nice,
Yeah.
yeah, thrifted china teacup and have a cup of tea during the afternoon with us and do a little craft or whatever. And I made a little bowl of berries and the little matching sherbet cup. So I've got my little berries to sip on. I've got my grandmother's goldware and a linen napkin, and I'm good to go. I told Julie I don't really have anything planned. I almost thought about pampering myself and doing my nails because my nails need it. And so I hope you guys are gonna do the same thing. So while we kind of chat about what we're doing, you guys can go fix yourself a little drink, pull out your china and a little crystal glass or something, and I say go for it.
I
What do
need
you
to
think?
be fancier. Next time I join you, I'll be fancier. I have
I
my
didn't give you
cup
the I
is
didn't give you the heads up. I didn't give you the heads up.
yeah, I always forget this designer, Natalie, is it? Oh, I have a coffee cup by her too. I'm trying to look at the bottom. It's Pete, I don't know, and it's Christmas, but it's so
Oh,
crazy cute.
oh, that is so cute. I love the little mushroom house.
I know. Isn't it adorable? Oh my
Well,
gosh.
that's fancy. You put it in a
Yeah.
special cup. You put it in a special. It could have been in a paper cup to go
Yes.
cup.
And I like it. It's good to drink water because it's really thick, like a thick coffee cup. And
Okay.
so that's but I should have got vintage out. I will next time.
Aw.
Because I have
Hi,
it too.
Stacy.
That's the other thing you were saying, to use your china. Like you can't, nobody wants it anymore too, right? Like if you have a set of your grandma's china, your mom's, you can't sell it because nobody wants, they're just not using it anymore.
Yeah,
Sadly.
there's like a whole generation that just went into, they shop at the Dollar Tree and buy the plastic, everything's plastic or stuff you can throw in the dishwasher. And so you can go to a estate sale, you can get beautiful bone china from England, like for nothing,
Yes.
for steel. I always tell like young people who are getting married, my nephew's getting married next year. And I told him, I'm like, do not go and register for China. I said, go to an estate sale, especially they live in really a nice area of Florida. And I said, you are going to find unbelievable, beautiful china for, under $100, and you'll have all the pieces. You'll have the chafing dish and things you don't even know what it's for, like kind of stuff. And in fact, I just got a pair of, I have been looking for sugar cube tongs.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, the little claw tongs. And I found a pair in a estate sale and I paid $1 for them. I cleaned them up. They were sterling. I could not believe it. I paid $1 for sterling silver.
Wow.
Sugar cube tongs. I was like, yeah.
What a score.
Yeah, they just hadn't cleaned them up and they didn't, the estate sale company didn't check all the stuff and it was just sitting in a china cabinet. And I'm like, I need these. And I didn't realize it until I actually got home. So that was a good score.
That's a good score. Yeah, it's nice to be, have those things on our list, like our little wish list, and they come. I always feel like they come our way. You have something that you
it's
want.
Like you call them in. You call the sheep home.
Exactly. They magically find you. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. Sandy. Speaking of sheep, Sandy's in here.
Hi, Sandy.
Go get yourself a cup of tea and come join us.
Yes.
Come join us. I even put on my toothpick some fruit. Like how fancy am I?
You're very fancy.
How easy is that though, right? I mean, just to treat yourself with a little, like once a week, just make it special. And if you work and you come home at 5, like make your berries the night before. Sprinkle. The only thing I didn't have is that chunky sugar. I wanted some of the.
Ooh.
I don't know where to get that. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like the big thick crystals, like they put on the top of muffins.
Right. Yeah. I don't know where to get that either.
But I thought that would be fun, and I ran out of time. I was gonna make myself some creme fraiche because I bought some whipping cream, and I thought about throwing some of that on there. But then I thought, oh no, you'll have a milk mustache knowing you. So what do you have on your table?
Junkie Cat. Junkie Cat's here too.
Yeah, Stacy. In fact, she's in here because I was thinking about her yesterday, and I found something at the thrift store, and I actually picked it up. So it's going to come your way. I hope you don't have it. I thought, it was hysterical. It's just something small, but I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it her way. I think it's funny how like you haven't even met a person, but things spark memory. Things spark memories of that person or whatever. Yeah. I've
Yeah,
never
you go,
met her,
oh,
but
so and so would love this, right?
yeah,
I know.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I have like a whole pile out there of stuff I need to send people. So, oh,
No
you're
fun.
welcome, Stacy. So tell me what you're working on today.
Well, I'm still trying to prep for Thursday. I made a couple things, but I didn't like the way they look. Do you do that sometimes? I'm like, it's cute, like I like the base of it, but it's
Yeah.
like not the vibe I want to go for.
Yeah, the thing I'm working on, I don't know how it's going to turn out because I didn't make a prototype. So I thought, well, I'm going to make my prototype today. We'll just
Yes.
see.
Yes. And I also have, which I have a incomplete little golden book journal that's been sitting in my to-do box for over a year, probably well over a year. So I might,
only one.
yeah, I know.
I got like, don't even get me started.
Yeah,
I love the cover on that. Hold that up
isn't
again.
it cute? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, is that Eloise? Is that Eloise Wilkins?
Yes.
The illustrator? Oh my goodness, so
Yes.
cute.
And I was doing, this was it was an oops. I did a series, a little golden book series with my friend Leanne of Crafty Kitty Vintage. I don't know, we did like a 6-part, 7-week part something. And we were, working on stuff, and I put fabric on this one and I meant to put it on another one. So then I'm like, what am I doing? So it was kind of a little oopsie, but so it's just been sitting here.
It's so cute.
But it's a cute oopsie. Yeah.
And I love the fabric you picked out too.
Yeah, isn't it cute?
Yes,
I picked it up from a friend on YouTube, like probably a couple years ago. It's so good.
Yeah. It matches perfectly. That's
yeah.
so cute.
I'll have to send you some of this. Before junk journaling, before I kind of got the junk journaling bug, like I wasn't a sewer, but fabric has become my new obsession.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. I have to be careful.
I know. Well, okay. I'm just going to give you something that would have helped me in my beginning start. It would have been before my fabric. Yeah. Hoard. I have a friend of mine. She's not on YouTube. Her name's Kelly. She lives out in California. I just love her. She's adorable. And we met through the Bible journaling planner community on Periscope way back in the day when Periscope was really big.
I don't even know what that is.
She went and bought 36 giant garden trash bags. You know, the big construction trash bags?
The big black ones.
Yeah, of all vintage from the 40s, 50s, 60s fabrics. I mean, her collection is fabulous. She was showing it to me. So we're on FaceTime and we're talking, and she rolls out this drawer because I was telling her we did kind of a swap, and I was looking for some things for the Prairie Girl journals. I said I was looking for some Little House on the Prairie kind of type things or whatever. She's like, oh, I have Little House on the Prairie. She goes, so she rolls this thing out and she's like, what would you like? And I'm looking, I'm like, oh my goodness. So she had one of those lateral files.
Okay.
You know, so you can either do the legal this way, the legal file, or files this way.
Yeah, so and they're the deep. Yeah.
Yeah, they're wide, they're not as deep. So she has I don't even know how many of those she has, but she's got a bunch of them. And when she opened it up, she wraps them around the hanging folders. So she had the fabric all like ironed and wrapped around the folders. And it's all like rainbow colors, or she's got it by, it was rainbow, or she has it like by seasons or whatever. But I'm on the hunt for a lateral file, and I cannot find any. I've been looking now for a year, and I have not found one lateral file. I don't know why. But
do you have
doctor's offices?
Yeah, like so I'm in Southern California, and we border San Pedro, And I don't know, maybe look in your area. There's a office supply. Like they sell old filing cabinets and office furniture and stuff like
Oh,
that.
like a used office supply?
Yes, it's like
That-
used office furniture and maybe like art supplies too. It's kind of a funky little thing. But he always has tons of metal filing cabinets.
That sounds like my dream store. I love
right?
I love old office supplies.
Oh my gosh. I'm crazy for office supply, you know, Denison Lake, just any office, little office supply things. And then of course, metal cabinets.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look. I'll do a search and see if I can't find any. But I'm thinking I could line my whole garage with those, and then you can set stuff on top of it. So I'm like, this is genius. Instead of bins, because right now all my fabrics just in bins, and I have it all done by like kind of era and whether it's a floral or whatever. I kind of have it done by decades. But it's just a pain because I have to they're all stacked and I got to pull the bin out and I've got to rifle through it. And one year I decided, okay, I'm going to do clear bins and I'm going to make a master list of all my fabric that I have. I think I should have been like checked because I don't know what I was thinking, but it took me forever. Like I would cut like a little corner of whatever fabric I had and then I put it in like a coin. I found a bunch of coin binders from some old coin, things. So they're only like 2 inches by 2 inches, coin binder from coin collectors. And so I would put the fabric in the little slot, like staple it to a piece of paper and put it in the slot. And I had binder, and then I would label the bin on the binder. That took me forever. And then I had the whole issue with the house issue, and it all had to be packed up, had to come out of those bins because all those bins had to be sterilized and everything had to come out. And that was the end of that organization. And I thought, I'm not doing this again because I had to remember what was in the binder anyway. So, But,
and then also what happened when you added new fabric? Did you have to like change everything around in the binder?
Yeah, so I would cut it and I'd just throw it in the binder. And then I had all these little cut pieces in the binder because I didn't sit because I'd have to, this one's out of squares, right? So then I had to go find my insert and then, and that just was too much effort. And so I'm thinking, open a drawer, see what you have. I think I need to curate my fabric too a little more. I kind of have a specific style, but when I don't know about you, but when you see vintage fabric, even if you're not attracted to it and it's like sitting there and it's $1, I feel like I need to rescue it. So.
Yes, I'm trying to be picky. Like when we were in Florida, we did a little bit of thrifting so now I'm trying to be, because of course I'm in the corner of our dining room. very,
which
very,
is
very
meticulously styled by the, it's meticulously, I said it's meticulously styled, by the way. It looks awesome.
Yeah. So I have a space issue, limited storage space. I have like some dressers, antique dressers and things around the room. And I have this is like a big kind of closet wide cabinet here in the dining room. Because our house was built in 1956. So we kind of have some weird stuff in it. But, so I have to be very careful, and I'm now having to be very picky about types of fabrics. I'm trying to hone in. Before it was like, vintage fabric, I would go kind of crazy. So now I'm like very like small prints and just very specific that I'll pick up. Kathy's here.
You could still do
same thing, Kathy. Mine.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, same as Kathy. Mine's in a dresser. I have two drawers two drawers of fabric.
You're doing good. But see, you could in your closet. You could, if you wanted to. Did the shelves come out?
They move, but they're like they're so stuck in there. Oops, I lost you.
You're back.
They're painted and kind of stuck in there. So I need to have Jim, my husband, help and get a hammer and move them around. But I've been avoiding redoing all this. This is like the last thing I need to redo in here because it's a lot.
Yeah, I can show you mine. I just did mine. Hold on. Wait till you see how big mine is. And look at this. I'll turn you. Like, I don't know if you can see.
Goodness.
I've got my desk camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like a dream.
All the way up, and it's deep. So, and I've got stuff on the doors, but that's what I've been working on. So, yeah.
Oh
so
my
I have
God.
one of those big. I call it the giant the giant cabinet. It's like a what was the
It looked
is it in the wardrobe
closet?
It's a big closet. Yeah, it's a big giant closet. It's 10 feet or no 12 feet, and then the doors are like the 9-foot doors. Yeah, it's massive. It's massive. I call it it's like the wardrobe from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Wow.
But
yeah, mine is.
Oh yeah, yours is big too. It's double. Yeah.
So, yeah, it has bifold doors. I don't know, maybe 5 feet wide, and then maybe it's like a foot deep. So it's not deep. It's kind of shallow, but
Okay.
Way too much stuff shoved in there.
Yeah, that's awesome though that you could just close it and that's why I like mine. Yes. I designed this room. It's not very big. It's kind of small, but I designed that closet for a specific reason because I want to be able to have all my stuff where I could just kind of grab it and then shut the doors because when I work, I like to have it kind of, behind closed doors.
Yeah,
and more aesthetic.
I definitely work better in a calm. I'm kind of a neat freak, but so it's a struggle because and this is our dining room, but it's also our living room. So when people walk in the door, the first thing they see is this corner. Like my door is kitty corner, and I resisted for a lot of years, and then I'm like, no, this is our house. I'm gonna enjoy my house. I don't have an extra bedroom. We only have 3 bedrooms, and they're all occupied. So I'm just gonna do it. I don't love it, but it works for now anyway.
Are they occupied by any of them occupied by your little kittens? I need a kitten update.
I know. You know what? Jim my husband, is he back? I think honey, I don't hear him. He's still home today. He took a few extra days of vacation, which I'm so glad about because we had to start weaning the kittens. We got home really late Thursday night and we started weaning them Friday morning, which is removing them. So Friday we removed them for 3 hours, and then we've been adding an extra hour.
Oh my goodness. But you've been bottle feeding them, or their mama's been feeding them?
No, we have their mama and Mama's feral. The kittens will be 7 weeks. Wow. This coming Thursday. They were born on a Thursday. Maybe I can talk him into like bringing them in one at a time so you guys can see them.
I want to see Storm.
Yeah. They're cute. They're all 3 are different. I have pictures too I can show you, but we have like a white one, but he's now starting to get orange.
Oh,
interesting. A little bit of orange on his tail, little kind of back of his ears. His eyes are still blue, which some people are telling me that with the white cat with blue eyes, sometimes they're deaf. So we need to kind of test him a little bit. And then we have the little tortie girl, and then we have 2 girls, little tortie, and then like a gray orange kind of tabby. They're so cute.
Yes, he said kittens.
Would you could you bring the kittens in to show like one at a time or something? I don't know.
I'm so excited.
Oh, you only got the white one? Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I want to see.
I know.
Oh.
AKA Storm. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
we thought he was a girl, and so I was calling her, I was a her Poppy, because I thought it was so cute with the little orange when the little orange started. Yeah. But then we're like, no, he's a boy, because we don't know anything about. We've been cat family. We love cats, but we've never had little babies like this. So I'm like, I don't know. I have to like Google it. How do you tell?
I don't think you can. Can you tell when they're babies? I didn't think you could tell.
Yeah, we looked up all these charts and photos. So there's like things are either farther apart or closer together. Okay. So then we're like, no, I think he's a boy. And now he does. I'm fairly 100% certain he's a boy. Yeah. And then one of the little girls, we were like, oh, it's a boy, and we were calling it Teddy. And then one of the cat ladies that's helping us with the rescue, she's like, no, torties are always girls. So I'm like, okay, I guess she's a girl.
Oh, I had no idea.
No, I didn't know that either. But I keep thinking, since we've been home and I haven't, like, I really need to look at the two girls and make extra sure. But he's definitely a boy.
Oh, so cute. Well, you've learned a lot in all of this, and that's pretty amazing. I think it's awesome.
Pretty crazy. I mean, there's still a lot of things that we don't know, but he's not one. The girls are eating cat food, and he's not. He's smelling it, and he's interested. So I'm a little worried. So today, I think 7 hours. They're supposed to be away from mom for 7 hours today. So
okay.
I hope he eats today. Oh, here he is. Oh, hi, Papa.
Oh my gosh, I have to make you big. Oh my goodness. Hi, look at how cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I got to make you bigger. There we go. Maximize.
So let me see if I can. Oh, you're okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see his tail.
I can see the orange. Oh my goodness, like it's been dipped.
Yes, it's like so faint, and then the back of his ears look a little bit just like pastel, like peachy. Orange. Yeah, peachy.
Oh my goodness, he's so cute.
He's a mama's boy. He's a little mama's boy. He just I know, honey. And he doesn't like to be held as much as the girls. The girls purr, and and we haven't been able to hold him as okay, honey, okay.
It's almost like you have to like wrap him in a blanket to hold him or something. Like, because don't you have to get them used to being held in order for them to be like a good lap cat?
And mom, we went through a period of time where, so she's been awesome, even though she's feral. She was letting us, pick them up and clean the cage we have them in. And then like week before we went on our trip to Florida, she started hissing, not biting, but she'd go, rightly so, these are her babies, and she's feral, and she's been in a cage for, 5 weeks or whatever at that time. I know, honey, you want to go back. So the kids, here's Teddy. Okay. Oh, I know you're not happy.
Oh, how cute! Oh my goodness, we need to call this cute kitten division.
So this is Teddy, because she's got little teddy bear.
Oh my! She's got like little white
around
her eyes. So cute.
And she's she's so much tinier than the other two. She's like the little runt, and she's so smart. Anything there is to do and figure out, she does it first.
Oh.
She's just too busy to eat. Eating is not on her, isn't number one on her dance card, but she's so cute.
Do you have 3 or 4? How many kittens are there?
We have 3, so that's
3. And then the mama, that made 4. Oh, and then what an interesting color combination.
And this is Hazel.
Oh, hi, Hazel. Oh, does she have the orange too, kind of in her?
She does. So she's gray, and she's got, you know, kind of darker gray, lighter gray, and then she has little bits of orange. Kind of like on her.
Oh my goodness. How cute. I love a gray cat. So cute.
Yes. I mean, all three of them, they're just
all adorable.
So adorable, and just so, like, sometimes we just sit in the garage because we've been keeping them in the garage, and we just sit there. It's like better than, you know, television. watch them run around and play, and I know, baby.
I know you should be what do you call that? Like, you should be videotaping and doing like kitty cam. You could just parlay this into like quite the channel, you know.
You should. I know. It's like I'm not, like, we don't even take pictures enough of them. It's just been crazy and hectic. Like all the things I think we should be doing, which we're not. Okay.
Oh my goodness. You know, every holiday season, like Christmas season, I put on have you ever seen the kittens in the fireplace crackling?
Yes.
The kittens out with the Christmas tree, and
Oh, you should make me small again. Yes. That's so cute. I mean, nothing like a puppy or a kitten.
So cute. Ooh, I did the wrong thing there.
Oh, Stacy left. She's probably not even listening anymore. Bye, Stacy. Tracy's here.
Hi, Tracy. Go grab yourself something fancy to sip on, and grab yourself a little snack. I've got fruit going here. So I guess we should craft. We've been chit-chatting, and rightfully so, with kittens. I just love it.
I know. They're and we're not keeping them. We have 2 inside cats. In fact, we adopted, so we have an older cat. Actually, he came from my husband's work. So the whole cat thing, super quickly, there's a big feral cat colony at my husband's work. So we've been working with a local cat rescue, trapping them, getting them neutered, spayed, and then they go back to live at my husband's work because they get fed. And so we've done like 12 maybe. But Mama had her kittens in the trap the next day. So she got trapped, and the person that we're working for, she was going to take her to the shelter to get neutered. And she's like, we have a problem, because she went and looked in the trap, and there were kittens. So, and they were going to euthanize them if we had taken them to the shelter. So we had like 15 minutes to decide. And then she's like, I can't, if I take them there, they don't have the capacity. So we're like, okay, we'll take them and we'll figure this out. So that's how we ended up with them. And because we had adopted a cat a couple months ago now, through them, a kitten, like a 6-month-old. And so that's how I had mentioned this cat colony, and then it just snowballed, and they're amazing. The help that they've given us, financial help, and
that's awesome.
It's been amazing.
You did a good thing. They're so cute too.
Yeah, but we're not cute. They're
we are not keeping them.
We're fostering them to get adopted, and maybe they'll go be with the cat rescue for a couple.
Okay, so you heard it here, people. So if you want a cute little kitten,
no, we already have 2 boys in the house, 2 indoor cats, and
no, I'm saying if somebody wants to go fly to California and pick up a kitten,
yes. If you're interested, yeah,
you know who to contact.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna switch over to my down.
Okay.
Camera. I can't do that and actually get some crafting done.
I don't know what I'm do.
Since today is technically also my Trinket Tuesday, I'm gonna do a trinket. We'll see.
Oh, nice.
That goes. Okay, how do I switch over? There it is. I haven't done
the little what do you call what is it called? The little widget thing, the little round thing. I can't even think of the name of it. There we go.
So I have a lot of stuff on my desk because I thought, oh, I'm going to work in my traveler's notebook and kind of get caught up in that. And no, I'm not doing that today. Well, I may end up doing that depending on how long. Do you have a time limit?
No.
Okay. Yay. Oh, I spent yesterday. Oh my goodness. Because I have been like in my house, not being able to drive for 3 weeks, with my ankle and everything. And so yesterday I decided I had to go into town. I ordered something and at at CVS. So I ran to go into town, and town's like a 40-minute drive for me. So I don't go into town very much. I usually do all my running on my church night, so like Thursday and Sunday. But anyway, I made a special trip in. Well, guess what? The CVS is next to the Goodwill bins, so I had to go. It was calling.
You have to. How can you not?
Exactly. And then I found out. Well, I went across to one of my favorite little another little thrift store. It's kind of supports women in stress.
Oh, that's nice. Like a shelter.
So I went over there, and when I was in there, the lady goes, "Oh, you should have been here earlier this morning because the big Catholic church had their big sale." And I'm like, "Don't tell me that. I missed it." I not only missed that, but then I missed them dropping all the new stuff off because it was probably around 3:00 by the time I got there. And because I had a meeting at 10:00 and that went until almost noon. And so I left here at noon. By the time I made it, I went to the Goodwill bins first, and that place was crazy. And I had this one lady, she was kind of looking for the same stuff that I was, and she was like hovering around me. And her husband was kind of running interference, and I was just like, I'm out. I'm done. Yeah. I'm not going to deal with you.
Yeah.
And so it's not worth it. So I got some stuff. And so then I went across the street and went to that, and I found some really fun stuff there for our October art retreat, so I found some stuff for that. And then I went to another thrift store. I went to the regular Goodwill because I had heard that there was a chair that I've been looking for. I'm looking for a chair for my guest room that's kind of like an apple green color or pink.
Yeah.
So my room's like pink and green. And but it was gone. Oh. So but I would have had to strap it to the top of my car anyway. It wouldn't have fit inside. So that would have been interesting trying to do that by myself, hoisting it up over top of my car.
Now, do you have residual pain? Are you 100%?
No, I'm 100% healed.
Wow.
I have no pain. I know rehab. I was wearing high heels like last Sunday and this Sunday to church, and I don't have. No, yeah, it was definitely a miracle. I'm very thankful because, like I said, everything is a drive to go anywhere. And when it's your right foot, you can't drive with a boot on. So, and I couldn't have put any pressure on it anyway in the beginning to drive anyway. But, So, wow. And I had some really good friends of mine. They brought me to the doctors, and they brought me they brought me stuff that I needed. And, there's always Amazon, which I'm not a big Amazon user, but I signed up for Amazon last year because like I said, it's, quite a drive in to town to go to anything.
Yes.
But anyway, I was thankful for that. And so I was able to get what I needed. It worked out good.
Wow. Anyway, so I can get over that you're 100%. That's
yeah.
A blessing.
Yeah, the really weird thing is in all of that, I had no idea like your skin peels.
What?
Yeah, my skin like peeled away from where the injury was. It was really interesting. It's just like, yeah. And I mean, it's a big patch. It was like a big patch on my ankle where it just like all the skin peeled off. And it happened overnight. It was fine. And then after it healed, then it was like the same time it healed, like that night after I left the doctor's office. The next day, like I had a big patch of like where the skin was coming off. It was really weird. I'm like, is that normal?
Wow.
I'm assuming that's a normal part of the process. I don't know, but I have all new skin on my ankle now, so it's like really new. It's crazy.
Was it broken or sprained?
No, I had a fracture.
That's so fascinating. Did you call your doctor?
Nah, I just figured that was the normal. You know, it was itching like the week before, and I went
Okay.
online, and that's like normal, the itching thing. So I just thought it's part of the process, the healing process. I don't. Should I have called my doctor? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never heard of that. I mean, I guess it makes sense if there's trauma, because there's trauma inside.
Yeah.
And it wasn't from the boot, maybe the boot wearing or, huh.
I don't know, but it was interesting with that boot because it was both a blessing and a curse. The boot, right where it indents, the hard plastic kind of indents, was right where my injury was. So when I wore the boot, it like would push on my injury and it would hurt. It would hurt worse than when I didn't wear it. It was such a pain. And so I was taking foam and I was sticking it on the inside. It had big padding, but I put in another I had some soft foam that came in my Sula bag. It had like a big piece of foam. And so I put that in there over top of the ankle because the boot was like causing pain. It wasn't even like when I took the boot off at night because I didn't have to sleep in it. I took the boot off at night. Like I wasn't in pain until I put the boot on and it would push on it. So I don't know. It could have been the boot rubbing on it. I'm not sure.
Well, Kathy, I always hope Kathy's in the chat when we're all talking about stuff like this because Kathy knows everything. So Kathy's saying normal skin problems.
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah, I thought maybe it was
a sigh of relief if Kathy's saying it.
Okay. Thank you, Kathy.
Oh, you're going to go get your tire? Okay. Okay, honey. And they're in the small one? Okay.
That's funny.
Make sure the cats are good. I think my paper trimmer just broke. What's going on?
So I'm not really prepared. So part of this, I got to go get some stuff. Well, I mean, I'm in my craft room, but I got to go reach for it. This was my thought. My thought is I'm going to make some dangles out of these bottle caps. They're super thin. Like they don't make them really deep, the water bottle caps. And I had so many of them. Always had water bottle next to my bed. Like I just kept, because I couldn't walk on my foot at all. I just kept like a case of water bottles because I had to drink so much water, to try to heal. And so I just kept a case of bottles of water next to my bed because I couldn't keep getting up and down. It was just such a hassle. And so anyway, I found that I had all these bottle caps left, and I'm thinking, what could I do with these? So I'm gonna turn them into charms, and I have this like daisy trim, and it fits perfect on the back of the water bottle. So I thought I'm gonna put one of these daisies on the back of the water bottle cap, and then I'm gonna put a picture in here and pour something inside of it.
Cool. That's adorable.
I may even paint a couple. I've got some clear. We'll see what I want to get done. But I've got this thing. I want to find out how big the inside of that.
Have you ever used? I haven't bought it. I haven't used it. But I've seen people use that glossy accents. Do you have?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan. That's what I was gonna use. I've got this. I have a bottle. Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta see, and I also have this other stuff I've had. Like I found like a whole thing of adhesives. I couldn't believe it. And there's one called like Paper Effects. I don't think I have it in. Oh, it's not in here, is it? I also have this stuff called Faux. It was by Ranger. What's interesting is that Glossy Accents was Ranger, and so is this. And I'm wondering if it's not the same thing. It's by Ranger. It's their Faux Mosaic Tile Glaze. And I bet you this is just glossy.
Probably same. Yeah.
Hey, it's probably the same thing. So, but they just kind of decided people probably didn't understand the faux mosaic tile glaze, so they came out with a glossy accent. I don't know. But anyway, I need to find some images to punch out.
I'm gonna look for a blade for my paper trimmer, which I hope is not broken. Something's not working.
So I bought two of those racks of shelving or drawers that Angela showed on hers. I think mine might not be by the same company. I don't know. Because when I got it, I'm like, this doesn't look like Angela's. But they're great because you can take the drawer's kind of shallow and you can take the whole drawer out. It doesn't. I had the old ones that they sell at like Michael's and stuff, and those drawers always like warped or they'd come off, like they would slide off and stuff. They never stayed on the track. These stay on the track great. They don't come off the track like just when you go to push them in. You know what I'm talking about? They have them in like rainbow colors and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, I never had, but now I'm wondering, I bought a cabinet, I don't know, several months ago from Amazon, and it has drawers like that. It's just like in a black and brown colorway. So my drawers come out, but they don't, like I have to like pull them or kind of lift them.
Yeah.
Yours come out easy, or do you have to kind of?
No, they came out pretty good. I didn't have to lift too hard. I mean, I didn't have to. You have to lift a little at the end, but it's not bad. But the ones from Michael's, they shift side to side. Yes, so
they're flimsy.
Yeah, they would just fall off the rungs. And these don't. So I highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I love this cabinet. I was doing this whole like not craft room, because it's not a craft room, but this whole I did a ton of, not a ton, maybe like 4 organizational videos. Like I was organizing all my little dressers and things I use for storage in here, living room, dining room. And then I just kind of stopped, and I need to get back to it. But it sounds like it's a similar cabinet. I love it. Oh my gosh. It was like a game changer. It gave me so much extra storage, and it's very tall. I have 1, 2, 3, 4,
okay, that doesn't fit.
6, 7, 8. I have 9 drawers, and it holds so much stuff.
That fits that way.
Now
it holds a lot of stuff. I'm not too big of a digger type of a person. I'm more a flipper, so I have a lot of organization that is standing, you know.
Yes.
Because I'm not too much of a digger, but something like this, which is just like I have fussy cuts in here. I haven't like micro organized it yet, but like I started to, so I put like the richer scary. I just sat and I've been cutting up stuff and punching. So like I've got all these like round punched and scallop punched. So I kind of did that. But I haven't micro organized. So I want to get some more of these things. I think I got that at like the Dollar Tree or whatever.
Oh, I like that. I'm becoming, I mean, although I can't see into this new little drawer thing I have, but I like the see-through. I'm becoming a see-through organizer, or like the see-through.
Yeah.
I'm finding much better than the not. So slowly, I tried it when I go to the thrift stores. I try to find, if I can. I always look for the clear acrylic organizers, and IKEA has some really nice ones that are well priced, kind of long, skinny ones that work well for this cabinet. So I've picked up a few of those. Yeah, and they have a lid, so you can stack them.
They're doing away with their Cougas line, which I used to love their Cougas line. You know what I'm talking about? The white ones.
No.
The white stacking. They came in big sizes. It originally was like for closet organization.
Yes.
And then They're doing away with that line though. I see less and less of it, and I think they came out with that clear. Okay, let's see if this one works.
I think so. I have one of those, and I keep it in a cabinet. It has all my paint in it. It's so heavy. It's not fun to try to pull out. And
all right, that's the same size, so that's not gonna work. I don't know if I have the right. What size is this one? 3/4 of an inch. I don't know if I have the right one to go down in the little hole. And I don't want to make a template. Let's see. This might work. Yeah, that fits down in the hole. All right, so that's a 3/4 inch round punch if you want to get a water bottle out.
fits into that. Awesome.
Yeah, that fits into the bottom of the cap.
Nice.
Do the little bunny. All right, let's try this foam. So I could not believe how much adhesive I had. I like backup adhesives. I was shocked and happy at the same time. So I don't need to buy adhesives for a long time.
So when you were organizing, did you start putting like with like now do you have all your adhesives together? And
well, I've got a bin with like rolls of the score tape. Like I've got a small box that has all the score tape in it, or like masking tape, like tapes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have on the back of the door, I have all the liquid, because it all sits upright. I have the liquid glues up there. And then what else do I have? And then I have another small one next to the that has the tape in it that has all like glue sticks.
Okay.
Different glue sticks. But I didn't before because I hadn't totally gotten organized, and I had some bins out in the garage that I found. And all of that, and that's where I found like this. I found a lot of glue that I didn't know I had, and I also found, which I'm super excited about, I love Fabri-Tac, but they have it in these small little Fabri-Tacs.
Oh, I've never
so
seen.
Yeah, they come like in a set of 3, and so they're great for like popping in your bag for on the go kind of stuff. So I found those. Okay. Now, I thought my pokey tool was right in here.
Everything is breaking on me today. My paper trimmer, now my pin for my glue bottle just busted. I'm hard on things.
Let's see, well, I don't know that top comes out, so I can poke it from the other way. Tracy, are you working in your craft room while you're in here?
Yeah, what's everybody doing?
Yeah, I was trying to find the Ladies Who Lunch song, like a copyright-free version of it, and I couldn't find one. Are you familiar with the Sondheim song?
No, I'm going to have to look it up.
Oh, yeah, it's called Ladies Who Lunch. I even found a Carol Burnett version of it. I thought that was interesting.
Oh. Yeah, I was trying to find music. Well, I made a little reel on Instagram last night, and I just deep dive, then I'm like, no, that's not the right one. No, that's not the right one. That's not the vibe. That's not the vibe I'm looking for.
I know song choice is important, I think.
Yes.
Do they have a helper now on that? Like, do they have a helper?
I don't.
Like an AI helper that will help you?
I don't, maybe, but it was interesting because I was looking for vintage or 1950s, I think. But it is interesting because I usually do, before, the day before, I'll always do a reel, even if it's for Thursday too. And 9 times out of 10, they do suggest songs that kind of go with the thumbnail. Like they did have some vintage stuff in there, so it must have known the picture. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but so there were some, like suggested
okay.
songs. So it's always interesting because a lot of times, or not a lot of times, sometimes I end up going with something they suggested because I'm like, oh, that matches whatever, like my picture, kind of the vibe. I don't know if this is
all right. I put a little dot on the bottom. You don't need very much. I'm going to let that set up and then I'm going to code it because sometimes when you put it underneath and on top, it will warp the paper.
Okay.
So,
ooh, Kathy says, have you thought about using the slats on your closet doors, Julie, to hang things? I think if it wasn't my living room, dining room, I would. I think that's a great idea. Like if this was a craft room, I most definitely would. In fact, our daughter would probably be the first one to move out. She's 3 years older, so she's closer to graduating college. She has the biggest bedroom. Our son's bedroom is it's so tiny. It almost looks like a closet. I guess in the 1950s you just had enough for a twin bed, and not
that's what they did. They only had they had twins.
Yes, exactly. And his room is so teeny tiny. So yeah, I'm anticipating she'll move out first. And so I said to our son, I'm like, well, you'll move into, Taylor's room. And he's like, no, why would I do that? I'm just going to stay in my room. I'm like, honey, wouldn't you want it's like twice the size. We had like this whole house is weird, but there was like a weird bump out. I guess it used to be a closet because her room backs up to ours. And so I think there used to be a closet and they took the door out and then it was just like a little bump out thing. So we actually walled that in. So she's got like kind of a very small walk-in closet. Like you can step in, there's enough for one body. But she had like really good storage and built-in dressers and stuff in there. I'm like, well, don't you want the good closet and anyway, but I'm going to make him move into the bigger room.
Oops.
But so yeah, it's going to be a little tiny craft space, but I'm going to be very happy. And he has the slatted, doors on his closet. So that's a great idea.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah,
definitely I'll do that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want I'm very self-conscious. Like I want it still to feel like a living room and not look like a cluttered craft room, when people come over. But so I'm kind of self-conscious about that, but I guess it is.
All right. Well, the acrylic pens work on this plastic.
Oh, so you're able to paint the plastic with those? Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know how well it'll hold up, but maybe if I do some glossy accents over the top, just like a real thin coat,
yes,
kind of seal it. I'm doing some stripes on the outside.
I need to put more glue in this bottle.
So I put in the title Swans because back in the day when Jackie Kennedy used to meet with her ladies, they would lunch and they called themselves the Swans. That was her little crew.
Oh, I didn't know that. I love that.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Very cool.
So
yeah, I want to get back to for a while there I was having, maybe was I doing it on I don't remember what day I was doing it, but I was having guests on like once a month. Or I guess I was doing it on Thursday. So I would just take one of the Thursdays.
Yeah, that's how I found you.
Yeah, make it a day I'd have somebody on. And then things just got hectic and I got out of the habit, but I do want to get back to it because it's so fun. I think that's the best part of all this YouTube stuff is to hang out and connect. And
sometimes I just get tired of like just sitting in here by myself and just watching, it's fun to have somebody craft. And Saturdays, on Saturdays, actually, I think it's funny because I have a group that, back when I was growing up, and I said this in a video, I don't know, it's probably been about 6 months ago, but I was talking about my mother's coffee clutch. And I had a group of ladies coming over for coffee, and we would craft and Bible journal and stuff like that. But my mother I grew up with that in my household. My mother had her little coffee clutch back when I was little, and I always would sit and hide out on the stairs and listen to them chat, drinking their coffee in their little house coats. And that's kind of how I grew up. And then when we were all older and went to school, then my mother's and her friends would meet in the city because we had moved outside of Boston. By then we lived on a farm. And then she'd go into the city. We'd all go to school and she'd go in the city and meet. They would meet and have lunch, and they were the ladies who lunch. So, and then I ended up carrying on that same tradition when in the 1980s, when my kids were little, I did the same thing. We'd all go work out together, and then we'd all go, take our showers or whatever, get dressed, and then we'd go out to tea and sit around. And I crocheted a lot back then, and we'd bring crochet or some kind of handiwork, to sit and have tea and a little, the little finger sandwiches and stuff.
yes. I love that. I think as moms, we get busy. We don't do enough of that. I'm like very guilty of that still. I feel like even though my kids are in their early 20s, I don't know. I'm still in that mode, which I got to get out of, I guess, at some point. But it is so nice to get together, and because it's a treat to do that. Fellowship with people and spend time.
Kathy said she sent you a picture of a new headband.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna look it up, Kathy.
She makes headbands?
She does. Oh my gosh, Donna. Kathy makes the cutest headbands. Like with all these cool, and crazy's not the word. What is the word? It's just they're decorated with all these cool things. They're almost like a headpiece. Let me look at the picture. They're so cool. She's made them for a lot of friends in the YouTube community, a lot of ladies that do live sales and different things on the vintage side. They're really good.
Does she have an Etsy shop?
She doesn't. She should.
Oh.
She mostly does it as gifts. She'll make them, but she'll do like theme, like St. Patrick's Day or Halloween or Christmas. They're really, really good. I'm gonna look up. Let's see. Oh, here. Oh my gosh. Look at that one. Can you guys see?
Oh my. They're almost like a fascinator.
Yes.
I'll make it
fabulous is the word. I didn't mean to say crazy. They're just.
It's almost like, hold on one second. I'm going to make you bigger. It's like a fascinator.
Yes, that's the word. Fascinator. Look at that with the hummingbird, the glittered hummingbird.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Aren't they cool? They're so good. And they're like one of a kind, unique.
That's neat. I want a preppy one. Okay, girl. I need to
reach out to Kathy, and Kathy's on Instagram.
Oh, okay. I'll look her up. I'm not active on Instagram, but I do have an Instagram. I found I really couldn't I can't do a bunch of social media.
Yeah. Kathy, let me know if I can share your Instagram name. She'll probably say yes, but I just want to double check, but she's on Instagram. I mean, this is so good. So fabulous. And I think she uses, a lot of one of a kind and vintage things when she can find them, and beautiful detail. Sure. Okay. She said sure. So let me see here.
Hey Joanne, welcome. Junk Journal Joanne's in the house. I am making a trinket. Okay, I will look for her.
Joanne. Yeah, so here's Kathy.
Okay.
Kathy Mulligan Wiseman.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down so I have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody's interested, they're awesome.
Does she, if I have stuff I could send her, will she because I've got Madras.
Yeah, I think she'd probably even like that, because sometimes it's easier that way if you have stuff that you want her to include. I bet that's a yes. I'm sure she'll say yes.
Cool.
Because I know sometimes she's been looking for particular things, and then I'm like, oh, if I'm out the thrift store, if I see, see something, I'll let you know. Nettie's here. Hi, Nettie.
Hi, Nettie. Does she live in your area?
Kathy?
Yeah.
No, she's in Ohio, I think. Right, Kathy? I'm pretty sure Ohio, I think. Nettie lives close to me, though. Nettie lives in Santa Monica, so she's not too far.
Oh, fun.
Maybe 45 minutes, maybe, Nettie. Yeah, we've gotten together. We did we need to do that again. We did a girls trip with some other YouTube lady friends.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Santa Barbara, which was way too long ago. When was that, Nettie? 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It was so fun. We just had a girls trip. Was supposed to be 5 of us, and then one of our friends got COVID, so it just ended up being the 4 of us, but it was so fun.
That sounds like fun.
It was a good time, yeah, which we should do again.
Joanne, I'm making little trinket charms from water bottle caps. So I can't tip it upside down, but I put an image in the middle, and then I filled it with some glossy accent. Not filled it, but put glossy accents over it. And I'll probably go back in with a little bit of trim. If I can find something small enough, I'll put some trim in there because there's a ledge. And I think that tiny little pom-pom trim might work. I'm going to try that. And then on the back side, I've got the little daisy trim, and that goes on there. And then I'm taking the acrylic markers, and I just went around and put stripes on this one just to see if it'll work. So this is kind of what I came up with while I was laying in bed those 3 weeks. And I had my water bottles there. I'm like, I need to do something with these caps. Seriously.
These would be perfect. It's where you're a crafter. It's where your mind goes, right?
Exactly. Especially junk journaling, because you're like everything is treasure.
Yes, everything's a treasure. Everything has possibility.
Exactly. Even these things. So I oxidized because I drink all these cans. So I took the pop top off and I oxidized it. And I'm thinking, isn't that kind of cool?
Okay. Oh, it's really cool.
Yeah. So I did an oxidation. I wanted to see if it would work, and it did. It's just done with hydrogen peroxide and vinegar. Yeah. And then you leave it in there for overnight, and then you pull it out, and when the air hits it, it turns into this awesome gray oxidized color. Anyway, but I thought these would be fun to do little charms with, and take the little, here, look at the little squirrel, and you can make, you can frame it. I know people use pop tops all the time, but I love the oxidation on it. So I thought
adorable.
I could take and just put, a little thing image in it and use it.
Susie, hi Susie.
I tried to rust it, but the rusting, they didn't rust. So I tried to rust the tops. I don't know why maybe they have some kind of plastic coating on them. I don't know, but it did oxidize.
So what, I think my internet went funny. Was it hydrogen peroxide? Is that it?
Yeah, 90% hydrogen peroxide, or no, just not 90%. I'm sorry, hydrogen peroxide, like the stuff you buy at the drugstore, and then 90% alcohol.
Okay, 90 and 90.
But I can give you the like exactly how to do it.
Okay, so 90% alcohol, and then was the hydrogen peroxide just any kind of regular?
I just did 50-50.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It was just regular. You know how it comes in the brown bottle at the pharmacy? Yeah. But you have to go to a pharmacy to get the 90% alcohol.
Okay.
Because like sorry, Joanne, Dollar Tree doesn't carry the 90% grade.
Okay.
I think they only have 70 at Dollar Tree.
All right, I got the little thing. I'm probably going to lose it, but I made a little note.
Okay.
I'm one of those, like, I make notes on little scrap paper, and then, oh my gosh, I need to find a place to put it all.
So I think I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to trim it after with a craft knife. I'm just going to pull some of the glossy accent in there. I think it'll be cute hanging with the little squirrel head and the little smiling squirrel face.
I think it's going to be adorable.
So I'm going to do pink and green. I need another little image. So if you're playing along, I found out that it's the 3/4 inch punch, if you have it, that works for the inside of a water bottle cap. Now the green ones I think were the Dasani, and these are just the cheap ones from all
the cheapy one. Oh, Angela's here. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Angela. I don't know why you didn't know we were going live. You need company while getting prepped for tonight's sale, but here now. Oh, yay. Well, we're glad to keep you company.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Do this little bird.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Joanne. In fact, I just picked up a cute little vintage tin when I was on vacation. Ooh, I like that idea.
What'd she say?
She said she puts her little notes in a container on her craft table. I love that idea because they just get lost in the shuffle, and I just randomly move them around places. Good idea.
I have a notebook.
I've tried to do that, and then I have like 5 notebooks. So I
just have a notebook.
I'm just my brain is frazzled on a daily basis.
Probably because you have to keep your craft room organized all the time.
I get no. I mean, I definitely have. I'm sure undiagnosed ADD, ADHD. I don't know which, but both my kids have it. I'm fairly certain. I gifted them with that.
Nice, Mom.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry of all the things, of all the traits to pass on. That wasn't a nice one. Okay. Yeah, I should have. We didn't. I think I didn't know the time for today, but I knew today I would have. Everybody was saying they didn't know. I did like a little calendar thing of what was left in the month of April. I should have put it on there.
Well, to be honest, I forgot that we even said that. So when you told me yesterday, that was news to me.
Oh,
I
well,
forgot. I didn't put it on my
you could have
calendar.
like said, yeah, no.
I totally forgot. I was like, okay, yeah, that works. I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't schedule anything else. But
Yeah,
I was
I
out.
think I had written it on my calendar, but sometimes I'm really bad. I'm like, oh, I'll do that later. Okay, good, that's good. And but luckily,
Yeah, I
I
didn't
was
write it
doing.
on my calendar.
Yeah, I had written it down, so that's the only way. I was like, okay, I have to be organized since I'm going to be gone for a week. I have to have to be with it.
So I had gotten these acrylic markers from we've got this like dollar, I don't even know what to call it. It's like they have dollar days at it. They get like containers of stuff and everything's $1 on, like the price drops. So it starts off on uh $12 on Fridays, and then Saturdays is $10. There's nothing on Sunday. Monday's 5, and then Tuesday's $3, and Wednesday's $1. So you go in and
Wow.
yeah, it's crazy, like craziness in there. They have the bins like at the Goodwill bins. They've got those blue rolly bins in there, and they're all, and they so it's everything's like overflowing and fully stocked, and they have stuff up on the shelves and all that, and you can go in and everything in there is the price of the day. And then so like I've gotten all kinds of stuff, but I got a whole set of 24 of these acrylic markers for $1. And they actually are really good. They're juicy. You don't have to prime them. They're a brush marker, and I'm like, so they have like everything. You can find all kinds of stuff. I got Amazon dish pods, like a whole, like the dishwasher pods in the big thing, like with 675 of them in there for $1.
Wow.
Like unopened, like yeah, stuff like that.
What is it called? What's the name of it?
The name of it, oh shoot, it's called Blitz Stop. And so it's on, like this guy just started
Mm.
it, but I know they have other places. So he gets his stuff, plus they have Amazon stuff in there, but he also gets it from like corporate places. So I guess Target, he'll buy lots from
Wow.
Target and stuff, because I've gotten like all kinds of like party plates and napkins and all like stuff like that. Like it's, yeah, you never know what you're gonna find. Christmas time, I took my sister when she was here for Thanksgiving, and we went in, and he had Black Friday, and everything in there was $1. And the day, well, we went on everything's $1. I think the day that he did the Black Friday fell on should have been a $12, but he decided to do everything $10. And he hid things in the bins like that were worth way more. Well, I got a free pair of AirPods, the AirPod Pros, because
Oh my gosh.
I found it. I was like, what? And then they drew my number because everybody got a ticket on the way in. They drew my number, and I got the smartwatch.
What?
Yeah. And my sister's not a techie at all, or I would have like let her pick one of the ones that I won, but she's not a techie, so she didn't want it. I was like, I cannot believe it. Yeah, I was shocked.
Oh my goodness. Wow. We don't have anything like that here.
You don't?
No. Everything's expensive. Yeah, and we don't even have Nettie will say that. If Nettie's still in, she'll attest to it. Like our thrift stores are not good. Goodwills are horrible. I don't have a bins. I think there is a bin in Long Beach, and I went once, and there were literally like 4 bins in there of stuff. I guess I need to go back. Yeah, it was like this little tiny room, and maybe it's changed. And I went to a bin. One of the weekends I went to go visit my parents in Palm Springs area. I was like, oh, I'm going to see if there's, like bins or something on the way home. I don't even know what city it was. And I stopped. I was so excited. and they maybe had like 2 or 3 bins of things that weren't clothing. And it was mostly like kids' toys and things. I mean, I found a few things, but maybe I wouldn't even have picked them up normally. I mean, it wasn't anything good or exciting, but I was like, I have to buy something. Yeah, it's disappointing.
That is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I've got like a really good thrift store and I have the bins, so I'm very fortunate.
You're super lucky. I just don't. I mean, we have a Savers fairly close by, maybe 15
they usually have good
minutes.
stuff.
Yeah, and that's the only. I really only have 2 good thrift stores that are fairly close, within 15, 20 minutes, and then there's an independent one that's like a independent not fundraiser, but they support things in the area. And that's it, which is weird. Living in Los Angeles, you think there's a ton of options, but there's just nothing good. Like, you very, very rarely find, and I very have to get lucky. It's difficult.
Hey, Denley.
It's very, very hit or miss. It's not consistent at all.
Denley's in here. She's shopkeeper's daughter. And then Nettie said that she's out walking the dog. And
so same thing. Nettie's saying $2.99 is the cheapest.
Oh my. Yeah, I have this one little, the one I told you that helps like a women's shelter. They like, you just kind of look like, yesterday I bought so much stuff that she's just like, how's $20? I'm like, that's fine with me. I mean, I had items in there that were way over 20, and so I ended up just giving a donation. But they kind of just, you get to a point where they don't want to sit and count everything, so they just kind of give you a blanket blanket price, which they get it all for free anyway, right? So and that's kind of how I feel about Goodwill. It's like, okay, wait, people, you get it for free anyway. What are, like, seriously?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I actually do, and I actually have a Goodwill. So I take that back. It's like, I don't even think about it because I never go in. There's a Goodwill that I could actually walk to. It's that close. Like, if I walk down to the main street down the hill, and but I go in there maybe a couple times a year because it's so junky. It's like kind of dirty. It's like kind of garage sale-y stuff. And I think they never put vintage out. There's like nothing. It would be, and I used to find things there.
Do you go first thing in the morning?
I don't. I probably, like, if I was consistent, maybe I went in.
That's what I'm wondering, because professional thrifters usually say you need to go in first thing in the morning, and then after the weekend's best, because most people donate over the weekend. But
yeah, I think, how a lot of the Goodwills, they cull their stuff online.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain that it's mostly clothing, some hard goods. And it's just, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, why do you even have that out on the shelf?
Right. My Goodwill here is so terrible. Like, you'll see stuff in that you can get still at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and they'll mark it $1.99. And I'm like, dude, I know this has come from the Dollar Tree.
Yes.
And it was donated, and you guys are marking it more than I could. And the funny part is, the Dollar Tree's right next door. I'm like, I could walk over to the Dollar Tree right now and just buy it for $1.25.
Get it for
$1.99.
Yeah. It is so, it's super strange. One day, I don't know, maybe like a year or two, I stopped in. It's actually, there's a Marshall's right next door, so it's kind of, and our Trader Joe's is right above it.
Love Trader
Joe's. So I'm in that shopping center for Trader Joe's a lot, and every once in a while I'm like, oh, I feel like walking around and and just, when you work from home too, it's like sometimes just getting out of the house feels good.
Yeah.
I don't do it very often. And I went, I don't know if it was a weekend, what it was. Oh, I'm like, what is going on here? There was like, I was finding vintage on the shelves and like cute stuff. And I said something to the manager. I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, oh, you got some good stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I can't even believe this. Like, I said, you guys never have stuff like this anymore. I rarely find anything in here. And I said, wow, and so then she said, oh yeah, we have corporate is coming in today. So they had put stuff out that was, attractive and, because corporate was coming through. And I'm like, okay.
I would have been like, you need to have corporate come through every day.
Exactly. Yeah. I found like, Fenton and like hobnail stuff, just little cute. Yeah. Like really cute little like sets of 2 things. And I was like, what is going on here? And I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. I get it. Right now it makes sense.
So they're selling that stuff online?
I'm sure they are. They have to be, because when they first opened, I used to find good stuff. Like I would find like Santa mugs, like the 1950s.
No, winking Santa.
Here and there, not consistently, but I would, stop in occasionally and pretty much find something. I can't even remember the last time I bought anything. There, it's been ages. I love Marshalls too, Susie. That's like all my clothes come from Marshalls. I'm like
Hi, Evan. Do you know Evan?
Hi, Amy. Yeah, Evan Owen. Amy, do you like to I always call her Amy because I've known her for a long time. Amy and Kathy, we met through another channel. Well, no, I think I already knew Kathy. Another YouTube channel. We got to know each other, but so I always call her Amy, but I never asked if you like to be called Amy. I should ask that. She's super creative. She has a great Instagram channel. She makes a lot of like cute little crafts, like holiday crafts and things. She speaking of losing things, I think it was it a flood also? She had a really great collection of like vintage and Christmas and Easter and stuff, and had a loss, an event at her house. And so she's slowly been, because it's hard to find that stuff, so she's been making it. Like she'll find the bits and pieces, like vintage bits and pieces, and so she's making all these cute little like Easter decor things and Christmas.
Oh, fine. Okay. I'll have to. And is that her Instagram handle?
Yeah, she's Evan Owen. Yeah, on Instagram too. Okay, either or. I always think, oh, I should ask you. Okay, so she's comfortable. Yeah, Amy or Evan.
Amy, I feel your pain. I also had the same scenario happen. I'm trying to think of what year that was. It was 2019, and then I had it happen again in 2022 when the tornado came through. So I feel ya.
Yeah, I just can't even imagine.
It just lets you not be. I'm not real sentimental anymore. I'm just not sentimental about stuff. I mean, I love my stuff. I love having my stuff around me and everything, but I've just come to, and I had a lot of loss that one year. Besides the house, I lost family members that year, and my dog, and my best friend was murdered, and it was just a really bad year. Yeah, it was just a bad year, and so I just have learned like it's more important to get together and create relationships than it is having stuff. So I loosely hang on to my stuff now, and I have a lot more joy that way. I have a lot of, I've made a lot of good friends over the years, and now I'm choosing friendships over stuff and experiences. That's what my sister and I started doing. having experiences instead of like getting gifts and things like that for each other. I mean, we do pick up things like she sent me Easter, she sent me some things that she thrifted that were really neat. And we still give each other things, but not like we used to. Now
Right.
and that's what I was saying at the beginning. You guys should go back and watch the beginning of this video of why I'm starting this ladies who lunch, because get out your good things. Like I was telling Julie, I said, I've got my grandmother's, goldware out. I use it. I use the good crystal. I'm using, my vintage items. Like I'm using my good china. I treat it's like pampering. You feel so much better when you set a nice place setting, and it doesn't take any more energy to grab a piece of china out of your cabinet than it does to grab a paper plate or a napkin. I mean, a paper plate or a plastic plate out of your thing. And you can find them actually cheaper if it's only you, just one place setting for lunch. If you're a stay-at-home mom, or you work from home or whatever, or you're retired, and you just pamper yourself, treat yourself like the queen you are. And I mean, you really feel better. Like you just do. You feel better. I feel better. I deserve it. I deserve to drink out of a nice glass.
Exactly.
And I don't feel bad. I throw it in the dishwasher. I just throw it in the dishwasher. And if it's something I thrifted for $1, then yeah, Susie, it was quite the year. So yeah, Susie says, experiences are precious, and all you have to do is remember and go there again.
Right. So true.
So this is what I have so far. I have to wait for the glossy accents, but I just kind of painted around it and then put the little daisy on the back.
Make yourself big so we can see. As you can see, I'm like way close to the computer.
Okay, hold on one second. I'll make myself bigger.
So we
right now, but I'm thinking, because the glossy accents is wet, I think I'm gonna drop some little German crystal in there, like the glass glitter. I've got some German glass glitter, so I think I'm gonna, while it's wet, I'm gonna drop some German glass glitter in these. Like just take a little and drop it at the top or something, and then I put like the little daisy flower on the back.
So
cute. Then I just painted stripes around the edge. But I think now what I'm going to do, there's a ledge inside the bottle cap. You probably can't see it, but I'm thinking I can take that little tiny pom-pom trim. After the glossy accents dry, I'm going to go in maybe with hot glue or something and put some little.
Oh, that's adorable.
And then I'm just going to take a little hole punch. I got the little hole punch. And then I'm just going to punch a little hole at the top. And I'm going to put it on a jump ring, and I'll have a little charm.
So cute.
I think they'll be cute. And then this one this got to dry, and then I'll cut the excess off. Put the little squirrel head in that little, you can't see it because it's got,
I like that.
But I think it'll be cute. I was thinking more vintage photos, like a vintage person, like a woman, a car or something like that. But
it's hard to find teeny tiny because it's so small.
But I have, so this is like all written on and stuff, but on the inside of the Sesame Street one would be good, because the end page, because it has all the little tiny characters on it.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
So where maybe you won't use the whole page, there might be a couple of little characters like this one that you could rescue.
I always feel one of my struggles too is, obviously I love books. So I have books, I have collections of books that I won't ever rip into. And then I have books, for crafting. Do you always take your books apart? So take all the pages out and store them that way?
No, okay. I have a whole library upstairs. I have like what I call my library room of all my like junk journaling books. I have like, maps and stuff like that. But what happened was I had so many children's books and I wasn't really using them a whole lot. And so I'm like, okay, I would pull 1 or 2 pages out for a journal, and then I'd be stuck with like a half ripped out thing, and I'm not going to use the cover. So this
Okay.
is something new that I started doing with the kids journals, and I also have another one going of like older, like black and white, kind of more 1920s looking things, because I like doing that era too. And I
Mm-hmm.
have like a drawer with those images that I've cut out, because a lot of the I have some of those encyclopedias, and they're old and the pictures are nice, and they look just like Tim Holtz people, right? But they're in
Mm-hmm.
and they're matte photos, but I'm not going to keep a giant book of an encyclopedia when every 10 pages there's a picture.
Right.
So what I did was I just cut them. I just cut them up. And so that's kind of what I started doing with my kids' books. And I'm doing it kind of by, like I was telling Julie in the beginning, like I got Richard Scarry all cut up and put in this. And then I'm gonna do, so this drawer is all, and then I have them where they're cut like for pockets. Like that's a good image for
Okay.
a good size for a pocket, right? So I think it's going to be good for a pocket, then I'll cut it down to like a pocket size, or then I'll keep like this one probably better as like a tag, right? So I'll
Mm-hmm.
pre-cut it probably as a tag. So um that's kind of what I did. So I'm kind of in the process of doing that. Like I've got like little things. This was on a page. I thought, oh, that could be cute. So I just cut it out. And then
Mm-hmm.
I threw out the rest because I have so many readers. Like if I want a whole reader page, I've got them. So, but see, I started doing this one, and then some images are good, like for just like the little image, right?
Mm-hmm. Little clusters, or just need a little something
Right.
in the corner of a
But then this
page.
could be like good for like a pocket on the side of a page or a tag or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So I don't know. I kind of started doing it. I haven't. I, uh, yeah, and then other ones that have the little, I just use my punch and I started punching out the little images that were on it. And
Okay.
those I need to put in something because I have a
Mm-hmm.
stack right now that I've started. I need to put them in some kind of envelope like that, clear
How
envelope. But
cute.
I
I
just
like that
started
little girl one. That
her.
little, yeah. Oh
Oh,
my
it's a
gosh.
little boy holding a puppy. Yeah,
Oh
a
my
little
gosh. That's so cute. Little boy with a puppy. That's
Yeah, a
cute.
little pug. So anyway, yeah. So I just started doing that. I need to get I need to have a little
So
more time.
Kathy does the same. She fussy cuts most of her book pages. I need to do that also because I'm finding when I do something, I start pulling out the books and I'm digging through, and it takes me a long time. And but then I'm always like, maybe I'll do something with the cover. But I do think I need to be like, no, this cover's too big. I would never.
That's
I'm
what
not
I
going to make
did.
a journal out of it.
That's what these books are. Like either the cover is like ripped, destroyed where you can't you're
Yes.
not going to use it,
Yeah,
Um
I need to get to that next stage. Joanne is asking, she says, Jonna, do you find most tiny toys and charms at your thrift stores?
Thrift stores, garage sales, flea markets, like yeah. I find them everywhere. And I did a whole video on how to look for them where they're usually tucked. I did a video. It's one of my earlier ones from Trinket Tuesday. I think it may be the 5th or 6th one. It's called Where to Source. And so I kind of showed you where to find them, where I find them, and where to look for them, especially like at estate sales and stuff. This is the thing. I almost videotaped yesterday because I went to my thrift store and they had all these bins of like toys but you have to be willing to take the time. They're not ever sitting on the top, they're always at the bottom. So like I'm literally digging in like a 6-foot deep bin of like stuffed animals and hard toys, and I'm just like pulling them out, and I'm setting them in in another bin to the right of me. I'm pulling it all out, digging down to the bottom, and that's where I found some. And then I have to pile it all back in the bin. So it's not easy. It's work. Like it's
Yes.
work, but it's a lifetime of work. The trinkets that I have, it's not anything that I just started doing. These are things that I've collected over years of thrifting and sourcing and stuff like that. So, but you have to be willing to dig and get dirty, because some of the stuff I found that's been really cool has been in garages and boxes and out in storage sheds and boxes, like with spiders. So, So yeah, and then you have to be willing to take the time and clean them. So I sterilize everything, I wash everything. It's like a whole production, and you have to dry it really fast because some stuff may have fabric on it, or some things may have stickers, and you don't want to lose the sticker thing on it, But oh yes, yesterday. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I've got another Trinket Tuesday that I need to film. I've got ones already for I think like 5 weeks. I think you guys are gonna be tired of the haul because I haven't done one in a long time. So I have just been the stuff I've been finding, I've just been throwing it in a bin. So I had a huge bin, and then I just kind of pull out some, throw it on the table like I did today. But they yesterday somebody ended up donating their whole like collection of the little Disney stuffies. So they're all these like Disney heads, like the Seven Dwarfs. I found a couple of the Seven Dwarfs. I found Tigger, and they're already on a keychain. Like they're on a plastic keychain. I don't know what those were called.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I found like a whole set. I had Rue, Tigger, and I think Snow White was in there. I forgot. I found like a bunch of them, and I was like, oh my, I can't believe nobody got those. I was like throwing them in my cart. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And I was in there right at closing, so they kept saying, we're closing in 15 minutes. If you're not at the cash register by 5 to 6, you will not be able to check out. And I'm like, no, because I'm having to dig through, and it was in a couple of different boxes, and I'm like,
I get the mother load.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I found a bunch of those. I don't know. I think they're bag charms. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with what Disney sells now, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I have like little trinkets and little things that just have come my way, and so I, just stick them in jars or whatnot. But I haven't ventured into the whole, like you looking for all the little treasures and.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's definitely, it's not, it takes me back to my childhood. I always loved everything a little tiny, but it's definitely addictive.
Yes.
Everything in miniature. It's fun. Oh, one of my destinations I want to do. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I found them on Instagram. Oh, I forgot the name. They like she and her husband, because she loved collecting little stuff too, and they remodeled a like a 35 or 35-foot trailer, and they remodeled it and turned it into like this whole miniature collection museum. Oh yes, I'll find it and I will let you know. Let me see. I wonder.
Wow. So do they travel around, or they just?
So they travel around. They have it parked, so they kind of travel around, but not like, I don't know if they have their schedule up or if they just do pop-ups or what. But you can go in and you're allowed, you buy a ticket, you go in, you're allowed to open every drawer. They've got all kinds of drawers. They made it look like really kind of like a moody library, very that academia.
Yeah,
look,
dark academia.
with the Tiffany lamps and the overstuffed chair, and you're allowed to go in and touch everything. And they have like hundreds of drawers of, like, it could be like pink erasers, the vintage old pink erasers. It could be like a giant drawer of just pink erasers. People have sent them stuff, and yeah, it's so cool. So I want to find them. I want to say they're either in Texas or California. I'm not really sure.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so my friend texted me from church. She's the one that took me to the doctor the first time when I got my diagnosis and my x-ray done and all that with the fractured ankle. And then she's also the one that took me back for my 3-week checkup, which should have been 2 weeks, but I felt led to go in 3, and got my healing report. So she texted me this morning and she said, I fell and injured both my tibias and I'm in a lot of pain. And
what?
Yeah. And so she's like, will you pray for me? And so I prayed for her, and she just texted me and she said, thank you for your prayers for healing for me. The pain is gone.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like,
What?
okay, praise the Lord. Seriously.
Wow.
Only he can do it. Only he can do it. So
Well,
anyway, she's expecting.
I'm a firm believer in prayer. Prayer has gotten me through very difficult times.
Yeah, she was there. I came out into
Wow.
I came out into the waiting room and I had my crutches up in the air and I'm like, Jesus heal me. Anybody want my crutches? And everybody just looked at me like, what's going on? And my friend came running over and she's hugging me. She's like, why do you still have your boot on? I'm like, because I don't have a shoe. I only went in with one shoe. And I
Oh
wasn't
my
allowed to walk
God.
on the boot. I said, I don't need the boot. I said, I don't have any shoes. So anyway, it was pretty funny. So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I didn't have yeah, and then then that was on a Monday. That was the day before my birthday. So that was an awesome birthday gift. And I went to church on Thursday and came in and had heels on and everybody's like, what's going on here? I'm like,
Wow.
oh, so
Yeah, isn't that wonderful, Joanne? So wonderful, especially because you have things to do. You have exciting things coming up.
exactly. And it was just like, right, like it was just such terrible timing because I was transferring into my new job and they've been really nice. And he actually was in the medical field. And so to give my report, like he's just in amazement too. And so yeah, so they were very understanding and they're not, haven't put any pressure on me to get there. We're all excited about it, but
Well, because they have a treasure in you. They know.
oh,
they know yeah.
well, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to sharing. I can't really share a whole lot
Yeah.
just yet because of well, and it's kind of a delicate situation of what they've got going on there, and I've got to find out what I'm allowed to share, what I'm not allowed to share, because I know I have to sign do not, what is it called? Like a
NDA
yeah,
or something.
non-disclosure, yeah. So I've got to find out what my parameters are on that. But
Well,
oh my gosh,
I'm just excited for you. I'm
yeah,
gonna live vicariously through.
you're gonna have to come visit, girl. You're gonna have to come help
I
me.
would have to.
I already told Angela, I'm like, you're coming. Like Angela, you're coming. I've already like, you're coming. I'll pick you up. Like I need some help, especially when we get the building. I'm gonna be like,
I
oh
would
my
love
gosh.
to.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna be.
really wanted to go to your retreat. But the thing that I'm like kind of a nervous traveler. Like I don't really travel by myself per se, like flying and all that stuff and getting from one point to the other. You know, we do a lot of like RVing. Obviously, I travel with Jim and the kids. But I was a little nervous about, okay, how do I get by myself, from the airport to where your location was. That's what kind of stopped me.
Some of the ladies are getting together and are gonna they're all gonna fly in, I think, to Atlanta.
Okay.
And they are going to go in together on like a transport. One of the ladies found one that will go there, so we're going to have more information on that. Sorry, I was digging out the glass glitter, because I thought adding a little bit of glass glitter to the inside would be cute. Yeah, so we haven't not announced that yet, but we'll know more. I know that's been an issue for some people, because they're the same way. They're like, well, what do I do when I get to the airport? So hopefully we'll have an answer for that.
Okay. Oh, Susie was saying the same thing. Yeah, I'll be interested in that information. Then I thought, okay, well, maybe the next go round, because I'm assuming that you guys will be doing it again. And then
right.
like, okay, I'm a little braver. I shouldn't be that way. I don't know.
I've been flying solo. My parents sent me when I was 13 over to Denmark to visit my sister by myself back in the
Oh my
70s.
goodness.
I've been a solo traveler all my life. So I look back at that time and I'm thinking, what were they thinking? Especially my sister was only 21. She was studying at the conservatory in Copenhagen. She played harp. And it was the summer of between 8th and 9th grade. And she asked if she was homesick. And my other sister was she studied at West Point. So she was at West Point. And so she just asked if I could come. And yeah, so I think I was between 8th grade, the year between 8th grade and 9th grade, and I spent 3 months there with her. But I flew by myself, and I'll never forget, the movie was that Dalmatian movie. It was like 100 not Dalmatians, I'm sorry, Dobermans. It was some movie about Dobermans. That was the movie on the airplane. And then I had this weird, creepy guy. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, okay, he was creepy. He kept calling me a little bird.
Oh.
I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and my sister, she's not the most she wasn't the most responsible, even though she's the oldest, not the most responsible. So I don't even know if she was on time to the airport. I'm hoping she was, but she wasn't known for being like on time or remembering things or anything. But yeah, so and then and back then, the younger people spoke English, but the older generation spoke no English. And my sister cut her hand when I was there, and she didn't even have a Band-Aid. And so I had to run down to the corner store, and I'll never forget the name of Band-Aid. It's called Sudplaster. And I had to sit and describe like what happened to my sister to find the right thing. So I'm like going, okay, cut finger, blood gushing out. I'm doing like to this older couple that owned this little pharmacy down the street. I was like, oh my gosh. But eventually I got the gauze and the bandage and went up and took care of her. And then she didn't know how to like get around on the trains, but everything was like train travel. And so she was always getting us lost. But then she'd act like, oh, there's a castle. I'm taking you to go see the castle, because there's a lot of castles in Denmark. So we were going to a lot of castles. But so I ended up learning how to navigate the train system. So at 13 or 12, or however old I was. And so yeah. And ever since then, I was never afraid. And then I flew home by myself. So from Scotland, we actually went over to Scotland. We went to Sweden and Scotland, and we went to Scotland because her husband was off in the North Sea. He was an oceanographer. And so we went over to see him. And it was also the Queen's 50th Jubilee. So we went to Edinburgh Castle and was there for the Jubilee. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was fun. But I think back, like, what were my parents thinking? Like, seriously, putting your little, not even a teenager on a plane. I know they do it domestically, but this was like, I know people do it all the time domestically, but this was like international.
Yeah, see, that's why you're brave. Like you don't think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was like a gift to make you, not timid about it.
Yeah, because when I went to college in Australia, and everybody was like, "You're just going by yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah." Have you ever been there before? I'm like, "No." I'm like, how hard could it be? And so you just follow the signs. That's all. You just like, here's your gate, and then you just get on, you look at your ticket, there's your seat, and then you fly over, and then you look for baggage claim. Like, I mean, it's not that I'm not trying to belittle your fear. Yeah. I just grew up that way, and plus people are so friendly. You can always ask, like, a flight attendant, or anything like that. You can always ask. Like, how do I transfer? How do, where's luggage pickup? Where do you go? Like everybody's so nice. And down in baggage claim, they always have like an information desk about the city you're in. So sometimes if I don't know the city I'm in, I'll go and I'll talk with them and they'll give you all kinds of like free flyers and tell you what's going on in the city and tell you how to like, what's the best, way to get around. And, so I don't have any problems like really traveling solo, but I actually taught myself how to drive on the left side of the road in New Zealand. I had been to New Zealand before back in 97. And this time when I was in college, New Zealand's right there. It's only like a hop, skip, and jump. So I flew over to New Zealand and rented an Airbnb and rented a car. And they drive on the left there. And I had never driven on the left before. And so I thought, well, New Zealand's the perfect place to learn how to drive on the left because there's not a lot of stuff there. It's like very very farms and big wide open spaces and stuff. So I knew that I'd be good. So that's how I learned to drive on the left. I just taught myself.
Wow.
And they didn't even at the car rental, like the guy didn't even ask me, have you ever driven on the other side of the road? They never even asked. And what's weird about the whole situation is that the gear shift in that is on the left. Like, so things are opposite kind of in the car. And so that took a little, like I kept turning my windshield wipers on when I would want the lights. Like, so kind of embarrassing going down the road and all.
See, I don't think I could do that. I'm not coordinated. I don't know. I think my mind would just get overwhelmed with trying to do that.
I think,
with the
and
driving
then when
on the opposite side.
When I got back to Australia, I ended up getting a car there and I drove myself all over. I totally got over my fear. The only thing was that was a little tricky is like they have a lot of roundabouts and that's tricky because it's different. It's kind of like, did you ever skip rope when you were a kid and you do the double Dutch thing and you have to kind of get the timing of jumping in? It's like that. It's like everybody's just speeding around. There's rules on this roundabout, like who goes first and who gives way and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, okay, when do I jump in? But yeah.
I do not like roundabouts. We occasionally will, there'll be some around, like there's a lot of the new roads in Palm Springs, they're starting to put some roundabouts in here and there. And I don't like it. It makes me nervous. I'm always like, okay, nobody talk to me. Like, okay, and then my husband or my dad or somebody be like, okay, that's like that blue car. You're following, go where that blue car just went. So I'm like, okay. I don't know. They just make me nervous.
They have the double roundabouts in Australia. We had the double, so 2 rounds. So you have to like make your way into the center. So say if I'm coming in at 6:00 and I want to go to 9:00. I have to cross over one lane to the center, ride that center lane around to 9, put my blinker on. So between 12 and 9, I've got to then get my blinker on and then exit. Like,
oh my goodness.
I always call it, and there was one on my way to school. So it was all like right when I came out of my neighborhood and I'm heading to school, I always had to do that double roundabout. I got really good at it after a while, but the first time I did it, everybody was honking at me. I had no idea. And then finally I took a couple of my classmates in the car with me and they're like, you don't know how to do this, do you? I'm like, no, what's the rules? Somebody tell me. So they finally told me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Kadi's here.
Hi, Khadija.
She just popped in. People can be ferocious when driving. Yes.
So true.
It's a thing. Road rage is a real thing. Yes. Oh, Kathy says they're putting a ton of roundabouts in Ohio where she's at, but they're making them too small. Yo, I don't like it.
I think they kind of just do it to slow people down now. It's not, it's not for traffic flow like it is over there.
Yeah. And I used to, maybe I'm the way I am. Well, my parents, I'm a only child. My parents divorced when I was like 5. And my dad and stepmom moved to Colorado. They lived there for like 7 or 8 years. And so my mom I would spend every summer with them and every other Christmas with them. And I was probably flying by myself when maybe
Oh,
10. I don't know. I was really young.
yeah. So you
And
probably had
maybe
some
that's
trauma.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Um,
probably had some trauma.
Yeah, and maybe that's just my nature too, and there weren't direct flights. So like sometimes I would fly from California. We had my dad and stepmom, their best friends had moved from Southern California to Arizona. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I would fly to their house, and then they would, like, a couple times I think, then they would come get me. I would spend the night at their house, and then I think we would drive to Colorado where my parents live, because there wasn't a big airport, so I had to fly those little small planes too.
Oh,
Like the
yeah. They're
little,
scary because they bounce
yeah,
around.
like the 10 passenger, like really, really small. And then
Yeah.
sometimes it would be different, like every time I would go. Sometimes I think I would fly to Arizona and then they'd get me on the next plane, but there was never any direct flight. Like I had to do this whole change and stuff. And then one time it was the winter, so it had to have been during Christmas. I was flying home, and then I think with the weather issues happening, they had to divert or like a layover. And I just remember when I got home, my mom telling me she was so freaked out because I was going to be by myself I was a little kid in some strange city. And I
Yeah.
guess the airline told her, "Oh, we'll put her up with a stewardess at the time."
Yeah. Yeah.
Stewardess is a long time dating myself. Um,
I had to correct
we'll put her
myself.
up in
I
a
think they go
hotel
by
room
point.
with the stewardess for the night, and my mom just, I guess, was losing it. Like, no, like that's is that, like, that doesn't even mean it's a safe situation,
Right. Oh my gosh. They were going to put you up with a flight attendant
Yes.
overnight? What?
Yes. And then I don't even know what happened. Like, I don't know if my parents' friends came and got me. I don't even remember, or maybe it turned out okay. I don't know. I just remember when I got home, my mom was just like beside herself. But I didn't do the spending the night, so I don't know. I don't know what ended
Well,
up
that's
happening.
good because that's weird. That's just
Yeah, that's
weird.
super, super weird. But and back in the day too, like they would always, like, you would walk, or like my parents, you could go to the terminal and stuff, right? Back
Right,
then,
right.
like they could go like the whole
Yeah,
way,
walk
and
you right
then,
to your gate. Yeah.
flight attendant, yeah, I remember, would get me situated. And anyway, maybe that's why I'm that way now. I'm kind of like,
Now that you're remembering.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Probably why. That would be really traumatic as a little
Yeah.
kid. Yeah, my nephew, because his parents were, my brother and his wife were divorced. My nephew just told me some of the stuff he went through traveling back and forth. He was only 5. Like when he
Oh
was like
my
5 and 6, he told me
gosh.
about stuff that happened and how traumatic it
Oh, that's
was. I'm like,
little.
yeah.
That's really little.
I'm like, who does that? Who puts your kid on a plane by themselves at 5? Like, what?
That's a
If
I
I had
don't know.
known, I would have called my brother. I had no idea that was going on.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what we did. People were more trusting back in the day. It wasn't
Yeah.
like today where
Yeah, because that was like 30 years ago. So,
yeah.
but he survived. He's getting married and he'll have his
Yeah.
own kids.
I survived. I didn't. Yeah, nothing happened to me. I didn't get abducted.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Susie said, when I moved to New
I
Jersey.
think this is the other traumatic thing that happened. Yeah. One time, I don't know what time of the year, but I had a cold one time, I remember. And so I was really congested. And then when after I got off the plane, I couldn't hear because I must have had like sinus kind of thing going
Oh,
on.
Mm-hmm.
And that particular trip or year, whatever, I had to find my way. I had to change flights. So I think they decided, okay, like you could do it yourself. I was probably, I don't know, I might have been like early teens or something. So I remember I had to get from, got off the plane, and then I had to find the other terminal where the next plane was, and I couldn't hear anything. I was like deaf.
Oh, see, that's very traumatic.
Yes. And I was like, well, I can't talk to anybody. I can't ask anybody. And I'm like, oh no, I can't hear.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was a whole other trip. And so, yeah, maybe that's why.
That's exactly why. Oh, I fly out and come get you.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know where to go. I mean, it ended up okay. I found the plane of the other terminal, the other flight or whatever, and I got on it. But yeah, it was painful. It was like very painful.
I've had that happen only one time. Had to fly with a head cold, and it was horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Oh, my childhood trauma things.
Yeah. What else we got? What other?
Yeah. Oh, and see, a lot of people are saying that too. I think it's probably an age thing too, because I think a lot of people are saying as they've gotten older, they're maybe not as brave about different travel things.
Oh, I know after I had my daughters, I never really cared about flying or was afraid to fly at all. But once I had kids, it was a lot harder. I mean, I still did it, but it was a lot harder because I felt like, what if something happened? We had people that were in business. We were on a business trip, and they don't even fly. They didn't even fly together. They flew in separate planes because just in case one of them went down, the kids wouldn't lose both their parents. I'm like,
I still think about that when Jim and I go places and fly places. Like that's still a legit thing for me. I mean, even though our kids are young adults, but I just, they're just not quite like, I don't know. But that does cross my mind. Like, oh, what if something happens and we're both gone? And I know they can figure out life, but I just.
I should have tried gluing on like skinny washi tape. I wonder if I've got some, I wonder if that would work. I'm going to try putting some skinny washi tape around it before I go filling it. Let's see. Sorry, I've got these doors. I need to put some that VW40 on it. They're very squeaky. Okay.
Can you guys hear the jackhammer? They're ripping a wall down in not our backyard, but kind of kitty corner. It's so loud.
No.
You guys can hear. Okay, good. No, you guys can't hear it. That's a good thing because it's very loud.
Oh, I got a whole little. I've been rediscovering all my washi tapes because they were put up, and now I'm like, I haven't been using them.
All the treasures.
I've got all this like foil looking ones. Those will be fun. Yeah, I had no idea. Like washi tape goes bad, so get your washi tape out.
It does. It loses its stickiness.
And sometimes it sticks too good, and then you go to tear it off, and it's all kind of melded together, so it just kind of shreds while you're trying to pull it off.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't come off whole. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to try this. Let's see. Like this isn't even sticky. I'll have to definitely glue it. Oh, yeah, look, it's the exact size. Look it.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Fits perfect right around the edge of the cap. Fun discovery. Be a good way to use up your washi.
Yes.
At least a foot of it. Okay. Yeah, we keep the caps out of the landfill. I need to. Do you use water bottle caps for like when you do your as risers for anything when you do your assemblage?
No, I use bottle caps sometimes. I've used bottle caps and like turn them, like put some kind of what you're doing, like put something in the inside, and then I like the scallop part of it, but I haven't used the plastic ones, just the metal. I need to try that. It's like, make a little medallion and maybe put like a paper.
Oh, I was thinking like as a riser, like if you put this under like a little trinket, you could make it like a stand for some kind of little trinket.
Yeah. I usually use, I'll use wood blocks a lot.
Yeah.
I just haven't, I'll use like little wood blocks and then sometimes I'll cover them with paper.
Yeah, I
Those
get the
square
Jenga
ones at the Dollar Tree. I've used popsicle sticks. I have to keep that in mind. I never thought to use the bottle caps.
I buy the Jenga blocks.
Yeah, those are good.
I'm
I
telling you guys, get this Waterloo blackberry lemonade if you like drinking water, but you want something a little fizzy with a little bit of hint flavor. It's delicious. And I just dropped a blackberry and a blueberry and a strawberry in it. So good.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't get some little tiny pom-pom fringe and see if that'll work around the edge. Now I'm gonna get all my friends saving all their little bottle caps for me.
I know. I'm like, okay, that's another thing to say.
Because I don't. Yeah, I have a water purification system on my house, so I don't really do bottled water.
Same.
I do keep it on hand, like when we get bad storms like tornadoes and stuff like that. I do have it on hand. And when we got the ice storm I had, which I was thankful for when I couldn't drive. I was thankful I had that stash from the ice storm this year.
Yes. Yeah, the only time we get bottled water is when we're in the RV, and usually we'll get like a big jug of it. To have on hand, but yeah, we just have a purifier thing on the refrigerator.
Oh, I wonder if I'd probably put this like baby rickrack around the top, and that way, because I don't want anything to be like obscure the. Got this pom-pom, but this pom-pom, this is old, but the pom-poms are too far apart. I think the newer, no, this is the newer pom-pom stuff. I wonder if I put it around the outside instead. Yeah, that works. I can put it around the outside. I don't have any more clear ones, and I can't put it on the outside because I put the glossy accents on that. But the pom-pom, if you put it around the outside and you kind of fold it in a little bit, it would trim it.
Yeah, I like the pom-pom trim.
Yeah, but I'd like it better on just the white, not this weird green. I don't know if I have any of that. Maybe that. And I guess I could spray paint these. I have the white in here. I don't know if that's enough to go all the way around. And I did the washi tape already. Oh, it isn't. It's enough to go all the way around. Okay, let me do that. Because I have one more daisy out. Probably a hot glue gun would probably be good. I was just afraid I don't have a low temp. I only have a hot glue gun.
Yeah, me too. I just have the hot one.
I was afraid it was going to melt the plastic because the bottle caps now are so cheap. You know, even just the plastic bottles are horrible. They don't even hardly stand up. They're made so thin now.
They're hard to open too. I always feel like I'm struggling because they pinch, and you're like going like this, and you're trying to open it, and it feels like the water's gonna spray out.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cheap. Super, super cheap.
See, it is real. Okay. Have you been keeping up with Give a Scrap?
I got behind. When we left for our trip, I had caught up. In fact, I was watching in the airport, I think, because we had, you have to get there. So, 2 hours, and you ended up having a ton of time. I was all caught up, and then I got behind, and now I need to try to get caught up again.
Yeah, I got to get caught up too. I saw because Craft Room Stories, hers came up in my feed this morning.
Okay. Yeah. I know I watched yours, and then I lost track. Like, I should have had the little calendar. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because then I started backtracking, like going back in time. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I just don't know now. So I should just I still have the calendar sitting here and check off like, okay, no, I've done that. I've done.
That's smart. I need to do that. Check them off.
Because I don't even know anymore. And maybe I'll start, that's what I need to do. Watch today's and then go backwards, I think.
Okay, that's cute on the edge, the little pom-pom. I like that.
I love that. That's super cute.
Yeah, that's cute. Okay, I'll have to wait for these to dry. I'll probably do the same thing on those. I got to go find get the rest of my pom-pom stuff. And then I'm going to try this around the edge. I just don't know how this is if it'll bend and stay. I don't know. Because you know how it's pretty rigid.
Yeah.
Zigzag. This rickrack stuff is zigzag. Rickrack. I wonder if I can kind of start to.
I love the mini rickrack.
Me too.
I can't read if I see mini rickrack. I can't not buy it, even though I have a bunch.
I was laughing when Hazel was showing her. She's been organizing her sewing stuff, and she was showing her drawer of all her rickrack and seam binding and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have the same thing. Like,
yes,
yeah, it's all still sitting in the package. And
yes. I discovered, I don't know if they still sell them, but Dollar Tree has the best little clear acrylic bins that fit the rickrack perfectly, to line them up.
Seriously?
I don't know. Let me see if I can grab one. I don't know that they have them anymore. Let me go grab it.
I just have mine in a 12 by 12, one of those 12 by 12 paper bins. They sit up nice in that. And also I have my button cards that way too. The cards that come on buttons. I mean, the buttons that come on cards. I have them in one of those 12 by 12 paper.
It's this one. It has still have the label in it. It has the ridges on the bottom. So that's the bottom of it.
Oh, I don't
But
even
look
know
at,
if mine has those. You got
I
that?
don't know that they have them anymore. Let me look at the,
Okay.
because I don't know why. Usually I take labels off, but this one I left it in.
Oh, Joanne says, they sell out. Yeah, they still sell
Oh,
those.
okay.
Cool.
I mean, this one I have too many, so they're kind of like popping out. But look at that. I mean, it's like
It's
it's
like
made
made.
so good.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you have them all gathered together by color, and you're so
Yeah.
organized.
And I keep my I take that back. I was thinking I had two. So the bottom drawer in this old antique dresser I have, the bottom is fabric. So it has like 3 rows of drawers. And then the middle one, it's deep enough that I can stack maybe 2 of these on top of each other. And
Oh,
you know, they stay nicely. Yeah.
nice.
Oh, that's good to know, Joanne.
Will they fit in a 12 by? Will they fit in a 12 by 12?
That's interesting question. I have.
Like, is it too deep? Because those would be good to put inside the 12 by 12, so they're not sloshing around.
Oh, that's a good idea. I actually have one next to me on the floor that I keep stepping over. Let me see. I happen to have it here. Yes. Let's see.
Oh, I thought you dropped something.
Um.
I was like, no.
So the only thing, though, you could only fit 2. You know what I mean? Like you could either, like you can only go
You
either
can't
direction.
put 3 in?
Yeah, you can't fit 3.
I mean, like 2. Can you put like 1 this way and then the other 2 like perpendicular to it?
Yeah, maybe be able to fit 3. So like, you know, one way and then
Yeah.
have 2.
Yeah.
And then you have like a little square.
Cool.
I'm
gonna have to go find those.
Yeah, they actually, that gets me thinking. Maybe when I finally redo my cabinet, maybe that's a better
Okay.
thing. That might be brilliant.
So like I'm done with this paper. I've got all the little critters popped out, but then I still have this one. So I'll just, what I would do then, because you were asking me, do you cut them all out, blah, blah, blah. I would then find I take a paper punch it out. And then if there's any cute words, like everyone was happy, spring is here. Like, so I would cut those out, and I've got a little photo box that I put those in, and then I'll throw the rest away. That's what I do.
Oh, okay. So you won't save what did you just say? You save the words? No, you just,
I cut like the ones that I like. Like right now, I like it says spring is here. So yeah, I would cut those out.
Okay.
And then I'll just put them in. I've got like a little, one of those 4x6 photo holders that come in their little plastic boxes. So I put them in there. I'll put them in there. And then when I need a little word strip, I'll just dig through that box. But then I'll just chuck the rest. So
I need to start doing that because then I could buy more books.
Yeah, exactly. You can fit more books. And I had this conversation with Angela yesterday because I ended up, I got a bookcase for my room. I kind of moved my bedroom. I had a bookcase in there. It's more like a credenza thing with glass front, and it was navy blue. And I'm like, why don't I use that in my craft room in between my 2 blue bookcases instead of the little desk? I had like a little white desk there that's not doing, like, it didn't have any storage or anything. And it ended up being like, I would just shove bins underneath it, and it was an eyesore. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to put the desk in my bedroom because I need a place like to do my planning and bill paying and stuff. And then I'll move the credenza bookcase in here, and I have a place to put all my junk journals. Like, so I did that. And then I forgot what I was talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then, so anyway, but because I moved the credenza in here and I'm using it for my junk journals, I didn't have a bookcase because I was using that for my bookcase for my room. So I bought a spinning bookcase So it's one of those round ones that spin. And it is a game changer because the footprint's only like 1.5 feet.
Right.
And they make them up to like 5 tiers. I bought the 4-tiered shelf, so it's the same height, like a little bit higher than like a side table. So, but yeah, it holds 75 books in like a square footprint, like a 1.5 foot footprint.
Wow.
And I was telling Angela, I'm like, if I had room in my craft room, I'd line the place with those.
Yeah.
Like, if it was a game changer.
I wish I don't
The
have
space
any
for it.
room.
Yeah.
I wish I did. I mean, I could put it somewhere, but I don't know. Then
And it was cheap. It was cheap. I think it was under $50. It was like I had to put it
wow.
together, but it was super easy to put together and it's really sturdy. And so anyway, so I have that in my bedroom and my desk. So way more. Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm glad that I did it. But yeah.
Yeah, we have so many windows in our house too. That's a problem. We have tons of windows and we don't have like a lot of wall.
Yeah, that's my
walls.
problem.
Yeah.
That's my problem. And in my bedroom, I have like wall-load sliders, like in there and in my living room. Like I got
Yes.
wall of sliders, but
Yeah.
you do have a corner. That's why it's perfect because you just have that little wall that makes the corner
Yeah.
of the room. So that's where I put mine, next to my reading chair.
If I didn't have a cat tree.
Oh, you got a cat tree. I don't
We
have a
have
cat.
like a big hunking cat tree in our bedroom, which I don't really like, but the cats love it.
Yeah.
If I got rid of that, but that window, like where we have that, it's a slider and then it has like a window. So there's a window here. It's so
Okay.
weird. Window and then the slider. So it's basically like a corner
Oh, right on the
glass.
corner.
So it's actually perfect for the cats, but
oh, they probably love that because they can look out.
yes, it's like the best.
Okay, Susie's asking, what are we doing?
Oh.
Do you want to tell her what you're doing? I'll make you
Well,
big.
I'm kind of prepping for Thursday.
Oh, so is this a sneak peek and I shouldn't be
Very
showing?
slowly. Well, I can show. I started making some different ones because these didn't feel like a seasonal vibe. I always want to put something in the thumbnail that's kind of eye-catching, but I have so many, 6x6s, and I have a ton of offcuts of
scrap
line paper. Yeah, I have all these like pieces from making a bunch of journals. So we're just going to be making these little scrappy like matchbook notebooks with scrap paper. So there's a little bit, I could make them wider too, but there'll be like a little bit leftover of the 6x6, but you could decorate the back with it. But yeah, we're just going to make these because I had all these lined papers and I thought it would be fun, like if you do stuff with your family, like Mother's Day or teacher gifts. These should just be cute little something to slip into a gift bag along with some other stuff.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, they're cute, but I don't know. I was working with the stuff I had on hand, and then they started feeling a little fallish for some reason. So I'm just making some right now that have like a different colorway because they like this one. I should send this one to Angela. Dear Angela's vintage. She loves mushrooms. So yeah, so now I'm just doing kind of more fun, kind of springy colors. So it looks a little cuter on the thumbnail. All the things you have to think about when you do videos and stuff.
I am doing a trinket, Susie. So I had all these water bottle caps and I came up with the idea to turn them into charms. So I haven't spread out
those are so cute.
So I took a little piece of book page, the little, they all have them. The books have like the little character, right? Like all the little tiny characters, and maybe you just have them left over. So I punched it out. I found that the 3/4 inch round punch works perfectly they drop right down in the center. And then I just took some glossy accents and put it in there, and then put the paper down, put the glossy accents over it. And this, like, I dropped some glass glitter, got some glass glitter. I just dropped in kind of the blank spaces. And then this one, I took acrylic paint and went around, and a paint pen, and went around, drew stripes. And then I had this daisy trim, and I found that fit perfect on the back. And then I punched a hole at the top, and then it makes little charms. And then I was talking about how I even used I oxidized the can top thingies, and then made little charms. So I put, you can't see it because it's still cloudy, but I put the glossy accents on and I put a piece of book paper with a little squirrel head on there. And so eventually that will not become cloudy, and you can hang that as a dangle or charm.
That's cute. Did you put glitter on that one too?
No, but that's a good idea to do like a little glitter edge around it. It's cute. Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Oh, those are so adorable. I need to get glossy accents. It's in my like favorite like things I like or whatever in Amazon. So you have talked me into, I'm going to get some.
Oh yeah, I love glossy accents. I do have some what's that thing called where you take that part A and the part B, like a resin?
Yes.
Yeah, I use resin.
I haven't tried that.
Oh yeah, they what were their names? Shoot, there's a company that was really big into the whole resin. Susie Casmer. She had like a hyphenated name, and she came out with a whole line of stuff you could do with the resin. And I have some of her resin. I don't think it's in here though. I think it's in my other room with a bunch of jewelry stuff that I'm sorting. But it's part A and part B, and it's in a syringe. So it's 2-part syringe. So it mixes it perfectly. And then you put it in a little cup and you stir it till it goes from cloudy to clear. And then you just use that. And it's so amazing because a lot of the problem people don't like using resin is because you have to mix it, you have to measure it and mix it. But her system worked out great. I can't think of her whole name. Wait, I keep grabbing my craft knife.
It sounds like, I can't think of her whole name either, but it sounds.
Is it Linehart, Susie Linehart Casmer, I think it is. Let me see. I don't even know if she still does this. But she was really big into Spellbinders hired her as a designer. Wow. So she was doing a lot of the like fancy. She would make crowns, and she was doing all kinds of resin charms, just the epoxy charms, where how you would use glossy accents. And they came out with all kinds of inclusions, stuff you can put in it. Let me see. I think her name.
I'll have to look for her.
Yeah, I'm looking up her name. It was like Susie Linehart or something, Casmer.
I've seen, do any of you watch, it's kind of more like upcycling things, but is it Debbie's or DIY? She has a chalk paint line, DIY paint.
Oh my gosh, I love her. She's out in California.
Don't you love her? Oh my God.
Yeah, didn't you tell me you lived by her? Yeah, Debbie's Diary.
Yes, and so her shop's in Encinitas, and I used to live in Encinitas years ago, but I discovered her during the pandemic, and she and her sister I think I knew of her, but then she and her sister went live every single day, like at noon. And they would just craft and just do different things. And that was like, so it was just amazing, because my kids were young. They were elementary and junior high at the time. And it was such like a treat every day to just sit down and hang out with them. And then there were all these other ladies and crafter and creative people, that would all tune into the live. It was just awesome. I really like her and her family, but I've never, all these years, and my family knows, I'm always like, I want to go down and see, her shop. And I haven't, which is silly because it's not that far.
Now she's got her new,
it's like a couple hours or something. And I don't do it, but maybe.
And now she has her new shop. She moved her shop.
Yes.
And, and then, it's really cool. You've got to go. She's doing all kinds of classes. And
I know. I'm like, I just have to go for a weekend. And like, we could take the RV. That's what I would love to do is drive the RV down and sign up for a class. And I just think she's adorable, and just their whole family, and her dad is just
and
sweet.
Her niece is part of her business.
Yeah, her niece, and they have a little baby. And then Bobby. Do you watch it enough to know like
I've been watching her for years.
Yeah, the whole Bobby thing, and I'm always like, why are they
And then
together?
her dad ended up having problems and health issues.
Yes, her dad was having health problems, and they were asking for prayers, and he's doing so much better now. Yeah, I just adore them.
Yeah.
I just think. And
they're just adorable. Yep. I think the same thing. And she's so creative.
And her creativity and just the brightness and the happiness. And and her videos are amazing. They're so well done and inspiring. And I can't say enough good things.
Yeah, me either. Yeah. She's really cool.
I've seen her do stuff with the resin. Before, like the 2-part or whatever.
Okay, I'm getting the baby Rick rack to go around it with the
success.
Yep, got success. I need to put a little bow right there though, where they meet. They kind of meet. Oh, that doesn't look too bad.
Or a little button. Do you have like any little like?
I do have. Button? Yes, like the
little
baby
itty bitties.
Yes.
Yes, that would look cute too.
Okay. I'll have to put the hole in though before I put the button on, because I won't be able to get the hole punch around the button. Let me see if I have one first. I think I do. No, that wasn't a very smart place to put that. I don't know if they're in here. Oh yeah. But if I do a button, I'm going to want to get out the embroidery floss because I don't want the holes to be empty. It's a hole.
Yeah, that's what I'm putting buttons on the other little notebooks I'm making. I'm like, I have to put buttons on them. So yeah, then you have to put something in the button.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole thing. But it's so cute. You have to.
It is.
Have to do it.
Okay, what color is the thing on the back? Yellow. Well, maybe I ought to pick my picture out first. I have a lot of tiny buttons. Let me find a little. Oh, what I do with the Sesame Street people? I'll do that. It's so cute. They're all, this would be a good one because he's written on, they're all reading books. It's really cute. The end papers.
Oh, that's perfect. I need to do that. I need to sit down and take books apart and
So cute. That's
No,
cute.
good.
Yeah, I went to the farmer's market and I got some locally grown strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries. Oh my gosh, I've been eating them while we've been talking. And they're so good. They're really good. And you know what? I think they taste better in like a nice vintage cup and a nice doily, and you're good to go.
Yeah, for sure. We have blackberries growing in our backyard. They were from my mom's, starts from plants that my mom used to have in their old house in San Diego County. And they're so good. And the berries, I looked out the window and I told my husband, oh my gosh, you see the berries are coming. So they're starting.
Do you have to put netting over it so the birds don't get them?
No, I've never seen the birds get at them, but we have squirrels. We have tons of squirrels. Honey, did the squirrels eat the berries? I don't think they try to get in there because it's kind of stickery.
Oh, okay.
But I think, and I've never seen the birds get in. But it seems like every other year we don't have a big crop every year. Like it's kind of every other.
Do you fertilize them with anything?
We don't. Yeah, we should. We don't do anything. They're growing along like the wall on the side of the house, and then they just kind of go wherever. Like a little start will, come up here and there.
Oh, okay.
They just like you can't get rid of them. They want to survive.
Do you pick them? Are they good to eat?
Oh, they're so good. Oh my gosh. They're delicious. Yeah, we pick them. We don't get enough to can or do something, like that with them. But yeah, we share them with neighbors and family, and
nice.
They're so good. Or we just go out in the yard and pick them and pop them in our mouth.
That's me when I go. We have a blueberry, you pick blueberry place here, and
nice.
But we had a late freeze, and the crop's not going to be coming in until now July. They lost their whole first crop. I'm so bummed.
Oh no.
Yeah, but they said that the one field is still. They're going to get a second crop from the one field. So, but I go there, and they're like, oh, we can't pick them fast enough, and so go, feel free if you want to, eat them as you pick or whatever. I'm like, okay, you have now unleashed unleash the dragon, because oh my goodness, I love blueberries and I will eat my weight in them. And so it's more like one for me, one for the bucket. I'm out there for like hours because and then I have nothing to show for it. And the first time I went, she's like, okay, that'll be, you picked like, I don't know. It was like, I don't know how many pounds, like, maybe 5 pounds or something. I picked like a whole bucket. And she goes, okay, it's going to be this much. And I'm like, okay, you can add on another pound because I'm sure I ate a pound of blueberries while I was out in the field.
That was so funny. But that's the fun of it. I mean, my mom's parents, my Nana and Papa growing up, they had just beautiful vegetable garden, and the whole backyard was this beautiful vegetables and flowers and just kind of magical. And I would just go out in the backyard and pick like peas off the vine and eat the green peas and whatever they had going on. And that's like childhood memories to me. And they never said, oh, don't eat them. You know what I mean? It was like, I could just go out there and enjoy. And so that's the fun of it, just to pick them off the vine and enjoy.
Oh yeah. Okay, I saw a little tiny flower button in here. Now it evades me. It's evading.
That would have been cute.
I don't see where to go. Was I dreaming? Hello, you're in here. There she is.
Aren't those cute? Susie's saying how cute. I want to make.
Thanks,
I want to make
Susie.
some now.
Do you think this one's too big for the for this? Look, I've had this little blue flower because he's blue. Do you think that one's too big?
No, I think it's perfect. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
All right, let me
I
go
love
get.
it.
Let me go
Yes.
get some string. That's right. I forgot. I'm so organized. Like I took all my embroidery needles and I threaded them with some embroidery floss. So I always have it right here.
Oh, so you're just ready to go? Smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah. I don't have all my colors though. I need to refresh because I've got fall colors on them right now. I need a refresh. I guess I could do pink. I mean, do the green. He's reading a good little green book, so I'll do the green. Oh, I got to go the other way. What am I doing? I need to put a knot. Well, I've had the best time with you, Julie, today. It was fun.
Ew.
And we need to do this.
Thank you for inviting me. I was so happy when I saw your email. I was like, yes.
Well, we've been talking about it for so long.
I know.
for at least a year, we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
We just haven't done it.
And you were better about making it happen.
Well, I forgot about it. You reminded me last night.
Yeah.
That's the funny part. I was like, what? So anyway, maybe I'll do it off to the, I think I'm going to do it off to the side. Let me punch my hole. I'm going to do it off to the side a little bit, I think. And then these have been floating around my room for weeks now, so it'll be good to have them done and on some kind of dangle.
Yeah, doesn't that feel good when you're like, okay, I use that thing I've been saving forever, and it always feels so good.
Oh, am I just up there by myself? I'm sorry, I didn't put us back up again. But
I didn't even notice. I'm just like sitting here pulling papers.
Okay, that is. He's reading,
oh my gosh,
and that's on there, and I got the whole.
That's
punch.
Adorable.
And I put the washi tape around the edge, and then the little daisy on the back, so it'll be good from all views. This would even be cute if you didn't put the daisy on the back, like as a center for like a rosette too. Be cute.
Yeah, that's what I've done. Like on assemblages, I'll make like a paper rosette, and then I've put, the bottle cap in the middle with something in it. So cute.
But I love the baby Rick rack. It's so cute. I'm so glad that worked. And I like the little pom-pom too. That's adorable. That's adorable too.
Yeah, I like both. I like the Rick rack and the pom-pom. It finishes it off nicely, and it's almost, I mean, it's a water bottle cap, but but you have to kind of look at it. Yeah. To figure it out. So now I got to add it to these. And I think Susie saying Debbie design. She is so cool. Oh, Susie watches her too. Yeah. I know. I think she's awesome. She inspires me. I don't know. There's something very special about her. And her
the stuff that she does is like amazing. How she's not afraid to paint anything. She just slaps it on and goes for it. I just love that.
I know.
Love that about her.
Yeah, no fear. She just
Yeah.
goes for it, and she doesn't worry about or
Yeah.
have second thoughts about it.
Yeah, their family's really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, they just got some new shirts in too. I want to go look at the shop. She got some really cute shirts in.
Yes, they have. She has adorable things on her website. Yeah, I love everything in it. You know, I don't know. I'm always like, how happy it would be to have, like, if your house was all just like bright, bright and cheery, or you had a space to, decorate it that way. It's like, you can't not be happy with all those bright colors
Yeah.
that she is attracted to. And she loves anthropology, which I love. Anthropology has that same feel. I always feel like when I go into an anthropology shop, I'm like, I want all the clothes in here. Of course, can't afford anything, but I want all the clothes.
$300.
I want my house to look like this.
Yeah.
I want to live in an anthropology store. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And then that's was her inspiration for her shop now, was anthropology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If anybody's listening and you're not watching and following Debbie's Design Diary. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Debbie's Design Diary. With a one, isn't it one B and an I?
Yes, DEBI. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say how much I like her, because I always say the other Debbie, or this is my friend Debbie that we just house sit for. I always say my Debbie. Like if I say something, to my husband or kids or something, and they'll be like, oh, the other Debbie or the paint Debbie. Even though they spell them different, but
yeah, I like her. And her finds that she finds out behind that consignment center in the trash. I'm like, what? That's crazy. The stuff that's out there.
So crazy. I would go there every day, but then it would be a problem. What do I do with all this stuff?
Exactly. My garage would look like, rooms to go or something. Like that's crazy.
It's so good. And I want to go. All the years I lived in I grew up in Fallbrook, like North County, San Diego, and then eventually moved to Encinitas, and then I worked downtown San Diego. Mm-hmm. So I lived there maybe till maybe 22 or so. Then I moved up here to Los Angeles, because my dad and stepmom had moved back to California. So that's how I came back this direction. And I never went to Colby's swap meet. All the years I lived down there, and I'm like, I want to go. But I really wasn't in. I don't know why. I did a lot, like, antiquing with my mom. Like, we loved to go antiquing, and my mom, loved antiques and collecting antiques. So, but I didn't know thrifting was a thing when I was a kid. Maybe we didn't have thrift stores. I don't know. I didn't discover that until my kids were little.
Yeah, we always called it antiquing.
Yes.
And my nephew, he still loves going thrifting. He's in his 30s. We used to take him all the time when he was a kid. And my sisters took my oldest daughter. She went to spend the summer with my sisters at the farm. My one sister had a horse farm, so I sent her up. My oldest sister lived near me, so they went on a road trip up to Virginia to the horse farm, and they took her, like, out thrifting, and she discovered thrifting, and she was like, I had given her, money for the trip or whatever. And so they took her, and I guess polo was really big back when she went. She was 10, and she couldn't believe that she could find, like, something that was Ralph Lauren, like, for $1. And I mean, like, she just went on and on about it. Because they took her thrifting, and she was so excited because she got some kind of little Ralph Lauren purse or whatever. So cute.
Like, did we have thrift stores when we were young? I mean, I'm surprised. Was that not a thing? I mean, especially with my mom, she was like a treasure hunter and loved picking and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't ever remember going to a thrift store.
I went to one when I was in high school down in
Okay.
Alexandria outside of DC, but I don't know as much of it was a thrift store or if it was like just it was kind of vintage. They had like all vintage clothing and stuff
Like a
like that.
junk store kind of.
But
Like,
it
yeah,
didn't have like all the
furniture.
housewares and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if we had. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't remember. And when my kids were little, a good friend at the time, she introduced me to thrift store shopping. And that was like the first, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. Like how is this not on my radar? Like how come I never did this? I'm in trouble.
Yeah. And I don't even know. I didn't grow up. Well, my mother, after we were all grown, my dad bought my mother a place that she could have an antique store, and then she got her dealer license and had
Oh, how cool.
it's really nice antique shop in Old Avon Village outside of Hartford, and so they were always big into antiques, and she would go to auctions to get her to do her buying, like for her place. And so I don't know if auctions were more the thing where people bought used stuff, or
I don't know.
Yeah,
there were because we're kind of, I guess, rural part of San Diego County. Escondido, if anybody's local Southern California. So definitely we had like a lot of like antique malls and antique places. That was kind of our go-to, I guess.
Yeah, I like finishing the edge off with the thin washi and then putting the
trim on it.
Yeah, putting the pom-pom.
Terry's here. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Terry.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
She's, yeah.
Blueberries are in August in New England. Yeah, we used to have blueberry bushes on our property up in New England.
I bought a blueberry bush and we had one in the yard for a while, but it didn't thrive.
Because I think you have to have more than one, don't they? Aren't they one of the plants that have to like kind of pollinate each other?
Oh, I didn't know that. That was probably the problem. We just had one. I bought it at Home Depot or something for my husband. Yeah. Okay. That's probably where we went wrong. Okay. Well, maybe we'll have to try it again.
And I heard they do better in actual buckets, like growing them in like a 5-gallon bucket. That's what the blueberry farm here does. They actually grow. Oh no, I put my finger right in the glossy accent. That's what the blueberry farm here does. They have acres and acres, and they grow them all in those 5-gallon buckets till they get like pretty large, and then they'll transplant them into the ground.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I don't think that I think they have to be pretty big to yield a big harvest from them. I don't think that when they're small, you get a couple, but I don't think they start really yielding large amounts of blueberries till they're pretty big, like over your head big.
Doing any of that right then. Yeah. We're doing all the wrong things.
I was a huge pineapple grower when I lived in Florida.
Ooh.
I had all kinds of pineapples growing in my backyard. They were so good. They were so good.
Oh my gosh.
And I had it for years. And so every year, because they have little baby shoots, and if you take the baby shoot off the mother plant and you plant it, it only takes a year to grow. So a pineapple. if your original starter pineapple plant will take from a top. I did them from like, I bought the organic ones that have not been refrigerated pineapples. Cut the top off, and all you do is stick it in the dirt.
What?
And yes, and they grow. It grows if you live in a tropical climate. And so, so I did that for years. All my pineapples were free, just done from one plant. I would cut the babies off. You just kind of pop them off, and then you just stick them in the dirt, and they grow. And then the next year you have a bigger harvest, and then the same thing. They get baby plants. The mama plant makes more babies, and you just keep. So they just keep multiplying like that. Oh my gosh, I had so many pineapple plants on my property.
Wow. I wonder if we could do it here. I wonder if it would be. We have my husband loves plumeria trees or bushes, whatever you call them. He loves them.
Ooh,
And they grow really well. We have so many different colors, and so I wonder if the pineapples would grow well.
They probably would.
Yeah. And so you can just the organic pineapple.
Yeah, I probably have a video on my YouTube channel. I'll go back. It would be like one of my very early ones. Like, gosh, it had to have been, because one of my friends wanted to know how to do it. She's like, you should do a video. And I didn't do any videoing like that, but I did. I went out and I showed how I did it, how you do it. But you just you cut the top off, the greenery part, and you only leave just a little bit of the pineapple edge, not too much, or it gets like moldy in the ground. And then all you do, I started mine in a pot, like in a big pot, because the first time, it takes about 3 years for you to get a pineapple from that pineapple top. So, and we get freezes down there. So it was the first year I lost it. So to the freeze, but the next year what I did was I just brought it inside when I knew we were going to have a frost, and then I just bring it out. So I did my first, that's how I got my mama plant. And then then I bought another mama the next year, and I'm thinking, why am I only buying one? I need to, if this takes 3 years, I should buy a couple. So then I bought, and plant a couple in pots, and that's how I got started. And then, yeah, and then they'll get like a little, like a shooter at the bottom of the plant, and that's like the baby, and you just take that off and you just stick it in the dirt. They did a lot better. They did a lot better in the dirt than it did in the pot, but.
And then how many would it just produce one pineapple per year?
Yeah, it only produced one pineapple.
Just a single. But that's fun. I mean, that's like a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I definitely learned patience with that whole project. Like, so if you're trying to teach a child or grandchild like patience and waiting and things like that, that's a good plant, because it takes 3 years. So.
Oh, I'm gonna try it though. My husband Jim, he just loves like just growing stuff, vegetable stuff, flowers. Oh, Kathy sent another. Oh my gosh, Kathy. So Kathy sent another picture. Look at this headband fascinator. Wait, what is on it? Oh my gosh, it's got like this huge bumblebee.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I would not wear the bumblebee because we have carpenter bees that buzz your head. So that would not be my style, but I love it. I love the daisy on it. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, Kathy.
That's beautiful. Those are fun.
Aren't they fun?
We need to order one and wear it to our next ladies who
luncheon. That needs to be a thing. That needs to be a thing.
I was laughing so hard because I went back and I was listening to the Ladies Who Lunch song by Sondheim, and it says in there, it goes, here's to the ladies who lunch. It talks about how they wear their caftans. Wasn't it your show where we were talking about caftans?
Maybe. Oh, that would be. Can you imagine caftans and then Kathy's?
Yeah, we were talking about like moo
fascinator headbands.
I know, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah,
That
it's
would be
here
so
to the
good.
ladies who lunch is
Oh,
in
Mrs. Roper. Yeah, Mrs. Roper.
Oh my gosh.
That's so good.
Well,
I don't own a caftan. I
I
don't
don't
know
own one
why.
either, but they're super easy to make. My mother used to make them all the time.
Just like a big piece of material. Just
Yeah, it's a big piece of material, and
like
you
a
like
hole.
literally just sew up the sides, and you like here. I'll show you. Like you don't even. I'll draw it. I'll draw it. Let me go back in here where I don't have any. I can use the old. Okay. Yeah. Oh, let me put me up.
Yeah, make yourself big.
Okay. So why does this look so dark? It's like my camera is going.
Mine does that too sometimes. I'll
Does
look up,
it?
I'm like, oh, it's so dark.
Yeah, it's like in dark mode or something. I got plenty of light in here. Okay, so what you do is, okay, so here's going to be your fabric, one big thing. If you fold it in the middle, right, like that.
Mhm.
So then all you have to do is then cut a half circle. So that'll be your net. I wouldn't do it too deep. I do it kind of shallow, right? Cut it.
Mhm.
That's going to be the slit at the top. And then once it looks like that, because you do it a lot wider than your body, you'll have extra fabric here.
Mhm.
Got your little neck hole. Then all you do is you come down here and you just stitch. Right like that.
Okay.
So your hand, your arms come out, they're your armholes. And then what you can do then is fold it over, and do a hem. You could hem
Right,
it.
do a hem on the side and
Yep.
then the
And then a hem
bottom.
at the bottom. Yeah.
So I think I could even manage that.
Yeah, we back in the 70s, so funny because back in the 70s when I was visiting my sister over in Denmark, we did these out. I don't know, we saw them in a magazine or something like that, but you take two dish towels, two kitchen dish towels, and you sew them together and you make tunics out of them. So you stitch here, your arm, your arm comes out here, right? So your
Uh-huh.
arms are here. And then, well, that looks really bad. And then you leave a gap at the top. So you're sewing here and here, but this is a gap for your head to come through. And we made dish towel. They were called anoraks over there. So, but yeah, we made those. Of course,
Oh my
I
gosh.
probably weighed
Wouldn't
about
that
100
be
pounds.
cute with like vintage dish towels?
Yeah, it'd be
Ugh.
adorable. But you have to be really like, yeah, we were really tiny. Like, you're talking around an eighth grader. But so
Yeah, I don't a dish towel wouldn't cover me.
yeah, I'd have to use a vintage tablecloth. So,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that would be adorable.
oh gosh. Yeah. So we made them. I'm sure I have a picture. I'll have to bring a picture of me
Yeah.
in it from from then.
You should make for your get together, Georgia. You
Oh
should all
yeah.
have caftans to wear one night
Yes, that'd be fun.
when
In
you're
fact,
crafting.
it was
Yeah.
so funny because Angela, we on Sunday's Bible reset, the Bible journaling reset we did on Sunday, we were talking about, I think Hazel said, yeah, she goes, because I'm staying with you. She goes, I had to go into town and I ended up having to buy new pajamas because you don't want to walk around people. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. So I'm like, I gotta go buy pajamas. I gotta go find cute pajamas. Like,
You definitely, cute pajamas are a must
yeah,
for
yeah.
a get
I
together.
have cute pajamas, but they're not like I wouldn't. Yeah, I just want new crisp ones. So
When you need new ones, yeah.
exactly.
If I was coming, that would definitely be on my list is to buy some cute new pajamas for sure.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Kathy said, excuse me, I got the hiccups now. Kathy says use old
Oh,
sheets that have a print. I have enough of those. Mm-hmm. Even if you could kind of see through this sheet, you could probably still use it. Um, because you could just put wear a tank top under it. Did you freeze? Uh-oh. Usually Julie comes back. I think she froze. I'm not frozen though. Julie, come back. Oh, you're
I
back.
think my internet went away.
Well, we should probably get off because I just heard
Yeah.
thunder, and we're supposed to get a really. I'm not claiming this. I don't want a strong storm, but we're supposed to be getting a strong storm.
Oh no.
And I can hear the rumbling in the background. I'm thinking, uh-oh, it's coming.
Yeah, hunker down and be safe.
Yeah, so because the alarms go off for tornadoes here, so that's not a fun sound. Let me tell you.
No. Well, I'll be saying prayers that it's all good. It won't be anything bad.
All right, I'm going to come back on. Let me switch my.
Okay, I will too. I don't know what I look like at this point.
I don't either, but you know.
It's always not too bad.
I don't know if I'm looking like a lady who lunches. Okay, I got to switch my camera. How do I do this? FaceTime.
Old sheets is such a good idea, Kathy. I just saw that.
Yeah, using the old sheets. I have tons of those, so
yeah,
we'll definitely have to look into that. Well, thank you. I had so much fun with you.
Me too. Thank you.
We've been on for 3 hours. What? It feels like 20 minutes.
I know, it doesn't seem like 3 hours.
No, and I only finished like 4. I only finished 4 little bottle caps.
I only completely finished 2 things, and they were partially started. I'm just lots of talking and not much crafting for me.
That was fun. I had a good time. So
yes, thank you for the invite. I hope to do it again, and then I definitely want to get mine going back again. I need to get organized.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I'll come on your thing.
Okay,
we'll do a lunch at your place next time.
Yes.
on whatever day you choose. That's fine.
Yeah. Exactly. It'll be a date. Yeah. I have to I think I mentioned it to Hazel before. And then I'm like, okay, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Get a calendar out and say, okay, these are the dates and who can make it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning that. You just have to put it on the calendar. When you say you're going to do something or you want to do something, get it written down, because before you know it, a whole year goes by and you haven't done anything. So.
Exactly. And I get really guilty. I'm like, oh, what if, especially like summer's coming, what if, whatever, Jim, we want to go on vacation or something, but I just have to be like, no, if something happens, I can, change things around.
Just reschedule. Yeah, exactly. No biggie. All right, people. Well, thank you. And I hope this has inspired people to not only craft, but also get out your fine wear, get together with your ladies and have a ladies who lunch and craft date, because it's fun.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Bye, hon.
All right. Bye. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Where's